the baseball field. That's got to be an advantage.
Well, I think it is. Anytime you play at home, you look through a different routine when you're here at the house. Guys can not have to come out so early, don't have to travel. If it's traffic, no matter where we're going, we're going to hit traffic regardless. So playing here, be confined, not watching.
They're undefeated here. They've lost their 4 games all on the road. They lost the first 2 games of the season. They're at Brookhaven, then at Waleska. They lost the game against the Atlanta Crackers this past Wednesday. Losing that ball game to the Atlanta Blues all on the road. So they love playing here.
I think every team feed me milk and honey, lay me down, lay me down.
Test 1, 2.
That's for the Gainesville team. They've been very good this year. We've been marked during the games. Get rid of my overall in the 165 innings they pitched in, Mike, they've got 209 strikeouts total, and that's pretty cool.
And leading the league in that department.
Their overall ERA is 3.21. Halton is at 142, 1.42 on his ERA. He struck out 28, only walked 8, and so he's doing pretty good in his 25 innings of work.
And to me, the ERA is sort of deceiving too. Also, Joe, you see they give him some runs in just a handful of games.
Yep.
But the games we have seen them play here at Ivy Watson, again, for the most part, they had just been dominant throughout the entire game.
They have, and the other night they were again. They 13-2 in a 7-inning game, and or 6.5-inning game, and they laid it to them, and they've done that this year. Get the bats going. The defense has played well. We had 2 or 3 really good defensive plays of the night. One by third base, one couple by the outfield. So the guys are playing really good.
And you see how these players are developing. You mentioned Clay Alberson there at third base, the job he is doing. We've got 3 different guys who can play first base for the Gol'Diggers. You got 3 catchers, and you got a great outfield. I've not seen really an error yet this season by one of the outfielders.
Well, I think we've had one where it's on a throw or something, but I'd have to go back and look at my book. But I agree with you. We've not seen any misplayed balls or anything this year. They've been smart with it.
Nothing's going to cost you a game.
Yep, exactly. Nothing going to cost you the game. They play smart, as we said. If it's over your head, play it off the wall and let's get it in. If it's going to show up, you don't let it get by you. So they've done a very good job at that stuff, keeping it in front of them, basically.
You're tuned to Gainesville Gol'Diggers baseball here on 97.5 Glory FM with a live video stream on the Gol'Diggers YouTube channel. You can go to their website, GvilleGol'Diggers.com, which is spelled GvilleGol'Diggers, and click on the YouTube channel. You get a chance to see the action. They got even more cameras than we've had in the past. So you get some great looks with our video team here looking at the ball game. You hear Joe and I call the play-by-play of the matchup, so it should be a lot of fun. We'd love to know where you're tuned in to our broadcast all across the country. No matter where you are, you can send a text message to us. Our text line is always open at 470-660-1799. Again, the text line is 470-660-1799. Say, I'm tuned into the ball game at this location. We'd love to hear from you. here with your team to Sunbelt League Baseball here, and you see how interesting it's been. You're really first full year of seeing this league, Joe,
Yep.
and you see the quality of baseball we're having this summer.
It's been fun. We got some good kids playing. I've been able to meet a couple of them, go down and talk to them before the game, and really enjoyed talking with them and visiting with them. I was teasing a couple of them a minute ago. They had their sunflower seeds out, and I said, "What kind you got?" And they said, "We've got the barbecue fly." And I said, "Ooh, the barbecue kind." I said, I tried those a long time ago, or when they first came out, did not like them. And I tried the ranch ones, which my brother-in-law liked a lot, and that's all he chooses. And I said, I'm old-fashioned. I like the plain ones, the originals that come out, and that's about all I'll chew if I'm doing sunflower seeds. So they have a mixture of gum and sunflower seeds down there in the dugout.
Yeah, they're always shooting on something other from that standpoint.
They are. I knew a kid years ago, bless his heart, he chewed on his tongue. And yeah, this is like back in Little League.
Not raw.
I said, dude, you need some gum in there. He said, it chokes me. And I'm like, okay, you want to eat your tongue's not going to choke you. Just be more at you, won't be able to eat you.
Been there, done that. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. So, I've seen a little bit of everything, and I know back when I was umpiring Little League in Gainesville, Big League Chew came out back then.
Oh, my goodness.
And the kids loved the Big League Chew.
Oh, yes.
I'd have a pouch in each back pocket and share it with them during the game.
Pinched with your cheek of gum.
Exactly. And they thought that was big stuff because you're getting out of a full pack like you do tobacco.
Absolutely.
That's right. So,
well, you see, Joe's mentioned the weather here. It is a bright, sunny day here, but
yes.
the wind, the way it's blowing, you can tell the weather's coming in when it comes to maybe some rain. We had some really strong storms here in the area yesterday just after 4 o'clock. I know the power went off at the Northeast Georgia Medical Center. They had to go to the backup generators, and you can see maybe some of the damage that took place here yesterday. So it could pop up any time. So the big thing is we got the lightning detector I know here, and it was within, 5 miles. We got to be careful about that because lightning can strike anywhere within 10 miles of where you might see it. You might not even hear it because how far it is away, but it can hit you at any time. So we'll be keeping our eyes. I know Joe's got all the weather apps here to keep up with that this evening.
I do. I keep them all on my phone. I had those for all the years I was in recreation because we had to have them. And so I kept those with me, and the folks at the house said, "You're our weatherman here at the house, so if anything gets a little weird over at the house with weather, Joe, what's going on?" So I guess it's nice to be known as that. They know I'm going to keep tabs on it.
That's right. We know what's going on with the weather, when it's coming in. He can tell you to the pinpoint accuracy of where it's going to be. Hey, here we are on Walter Drive here, just off Ridgeway, and it's like we're here at Ivy Watson Baseball Field at Lanier Point Park. We're just off Georgia Highway 53, which is the Dawsonville Highway coming from Georgia 400 into Gainesville. Just take 53, and then you'll turn at the Wesleyan Church right before you go to McKelvey Road Extension, and you'll turn right here into the beautiful ballpark, and it's right here on the shores of Lake Lanier. Been here since 1987, and we've been talking about looking at expanding this thing and making it bigger and better in the future. But boy, it's one of the great places. I still say I challenge even a Class A minor league ball club to go against this ballpark right here.
Well, when you look at the backdrop from center field to right, Mike, you basically you look at it and you got the parking lot for the softball complex, but it's all trees. Great backdrop right there with a red fence and black Gol'Diggers piping and fencing out there, and then they've got the pine trees over to Casper Cove, and then that little opening in the trees is where the water is in the lake. And then you've got the batting cages and one of the fields over there for the Lanier Point, the softball complex, and we can see the lake down in that corner. So that's a really nice complex. There's plenty of parking up here on the hill. And come on out and enjoy us. I have the concession stand. Mr. Valentine probably going to have some hamburgers and hot dogs. He's been the grill master this year. And I know they'll have the concession stand up and running in a little bit. So come on out. So it's $7 to come in, but I think you get a drink with it when you come in. And
it's very going to the movie.
It's well worth the money to come out for 3 hours of work, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. You got to think about it. It's cheaper than going to a movie, and you have a lot more fun in my mind.
I think you would. Our umpires tonight are Russ Nelson at home plate, in the field with David Shoptaw and Mitch Schwartz, and they'll be out and working in the field today. And we've
seen Mitch here before. Of course, Russ, a familiar face here at Ivy Watson Field, so it should be a good game being umpired by these three. They are using three umpires this year, which I really like.
Yep, and what I understand is we're one of the few that's using three. A couple other locations are only using two. Nothing wrong with that, but I like the fact that he is using three. I think you get better action. It's kind of like using 3 men in basketball or 7 in football. You just get another set of eyes on the play.
Well, it's so difficult when you have two umpires, you have one in the field, and you've got to look, maybe you have 2 men on base. You know, you got to look at one base or the other, and you start looking at picking on plays and bang plays, and it's much better to have an extra set of eyes out there. I can tell you that
exactly
much.
right.
The more eyes, the better from that standpoint. So the big thing is we'll see how pitching is going to be this evening for Halton Hardy, and also the batting for the Gol'Diggers, 1 through 10. They can be explosive at times. They can play small ball at times. And the big thing I know that Coach Owings wants to get as many players in, especially here in the last 2 weeks. Again, 8 games left in the schedule. We have only one broadcast game next week. That comes up on Wednesday as they go up against the Atlanta Crackers. And then the final week, Joe, from the 18th to 25th, we'll have 4 broadcasts here on the air. The last game of the season will be on the road down at Georgia Gwinnett. They'll take on the Gwinnett Astros on July 26th to end the regular season. Then back here for the opening round of the Sun Belt League playoffs. And we've got broadcasts next Wednesday as they take on the Crackers. Then coming up on the 18th, 20th, 22nd, and the 25th, we'll have ball games here from Ivy Watson Field. So stay tuned. We've got much more for you with those games. 5 more broadcasts of regular season play here from Ivy Watson Field.
Yep, and we all see a lot of the kids play, depending on how the weather is and how their summer's going and everything else, because I think he's got his full complement of players now, and it'll be nice to see who all plays. I know we got a couple of new guys. Well, I say new guys, a couple of different guys in the lineup now. C.J. Blackwell's going to start tonight. Sam's going to be EHing and not catching. Andrew Shepard will be catching tonight. So a couple of new bodies in there. But that's what it's about this summer league. We'll get reps, and when you have 30 guys on the roster, sometimes it's hard to get them the reps that they
Well, it's really nice. So we mentioned about the networking of Coach Owings and the players, the quality of players he has on his team.
Yep.
Think about the 30 players he has on the team and what, about 10 pitchers, I know, plus on the team. And the bench that he has is strong as anybody you're going to find anywhere.
Well, he can bring anybody off the bench, and they just, they're doing really good, you know. And even the guys that come off the bench, pitcher-wise, Mike, any of them could start for anybody in the league, I do believe, and pitch any time. So I'm tickled to see all these guys get to play, that's for sure.
Well, rarely do you see this team fall behind with their starting pitching. Now, this is the second time that the Bucks have played the Gol'Diggers. First time here to Ivy Watson. They played the first game of the season, which was a long time ago in a sense. Back on May 31st was the first game of the season. They played down at Oglethorpe, and the Bucks jumped out to a 6-run lead. And then the Gol'Diggers came back, tied it at 6-6, but then the Bucks ended up winning by a score of 11-7 in the first game of the season. But I know a much different ball club than that first game of the season.
Well, for sure. Ever since that first week, really, they got on a roll and won 7 or 8 in a row, and then they came back and they've won 9 in a row before this one. So they've been playing and putting together some really good ball games, and they've pitched well, they've hit well, they've hit at times when they needed to. They've been stealing a lot of bases, obviously. They're 87 for 110.
And they're leading the league, right?
Oh, yeah. And that's really good for them. They're doing super this year.
Well, look at what they're leading the league in. They're leading the league in pitching when it comes to strikeouts, running when it comes to stolen bases. Really, they're right there at the top of the league in home runs and with RBI. So they're doing everything that you had to do to win a baseball game.
Yep. They are. You made the comment the other night, like in Bull Durham, you got to throw it, you got to hit it, and you got to catch it, and they've been doing that. They've been doing that, and they've been blessed to dodge some rain showers. I think they had a delay out here during the fireworks show the other night, but the field's in good shape. They've got some of the ruts filled in along the edges. I know that Mike has been out here working on that probably today, and so they're ready to go. We saw where a lot of the little trees and everything kind of blew a lot of the limbs and stuff off, the little bitty limbs and leaves off up in the parking lot as we were coming through. But the field's in good shape. They're ready to play. Always.
When you think about it, again, if you're just joining us this season, the Gol'Diggers are the number 1 team in the league at 15-4. This Bucks team 8-9 overall this season, and they lost the first 2 games of the regular season, then won 6 in a row. Lost back on June 13th. We went 9 straight. Lost a game back on Wednesday, so here they are. And with starting batting orders, here's Joe Gailey.
For Brookhaven, I'm finishing right down my last college. Brookhaven, you got number 1, Jack Poist, he's played center field. He's from Hoover, Alabama, and Berry College. Number 33, Aiden Wright, the second baseman from University of the South, will bat second. Number 7, Jack Herring, plays the right field. He's from Rollins College. Number 2, Kyle Carson will bat cleanup. He's the third baseman. He's from Piedmont, right up the road. Wade Richardson, number 3, is one of the EHs from Columbus State Community College. And we have number 16, Andrew Pendleton, catcher tonight. He's from Berry College, right over to the west of us. 32, Cole Turner is the EH from the University of Alabama Hospital. Number 10, Adam Haber. He's left fielder tonight in Chattahoochee State Technical College. Dimitri Diamond, the shortstop, wears number 9 and plays at Georgia Tech from Las Vegas, Nevada. Nicholas Gayton, first base, number 31 from Harford Community College, Atlanta, Georgia. Charles Stevenson will be the pitcher. He's from Berry College. Then for the Gol'Diggers tonight, number 2, Jackson Mayo, the center fielder from the University of South Florida. Number 21, C.J. Blackwell, the left fielder, will bat second. He's from Alabama Birmingham. Number 29, John Anderson, the second baseman. He's from Oakwood, Georgia, and has been at Georgia Tech. Theo Bryant, the right fielder, bats cleanup, wears number 15 from Tennessee Tech. Michael Bruiser wears number 20, the first baseman from Arizona State. Sam Gilliam, number 6, he's the other EH from tonight, from Shabbat College in California. Roddy Bozer, number 8, the shortstop, University of South Florida. Clay Alberson, North Greenville University, number 5, and he third base. Andrew Shadburn is the catcher, University of North Georgia, and wears number 12. And then Trip Moore, the extra hitter, number 1, he's from the University of Georgia, and pitching is Halton Hardy. Number 22, the pitcher from Athens, and plays at Francis Marion.
Time to stand to our feet for the playing of the national anthem. We're back in 2 minutes as you're tuned to Gol'Diggers Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. It is time to play ball here Gainesville Gol'Diggers Sunbelt League action as they take on the Brookhaven Bucks on this Friday night of Summer League Baseball. I'll tell you what, I didn't know we'd have anybody who could really even come close to Timothy Miller of the Atlanta Braves. What a great rendition of our national anthem we had here, Joe.
Yep, Miss Brittany did a really, really nice job tonight. Appreciate her coming up and doing that here in the press box with the microphone. That's really cool, and got us off to a swell start, that's for sure. Defensively, for the Gol'Diggers, Black will be in left field, Mayo will be in center, Bryant will be in right. Alberson at third, Boser at short, Anderson at second, Brewster at first, Halton Hardy will be the pitcher, and Andrew Shadburn will be the catching for the Gol'Diggers. Jack Poist, Aiden Wright, and Jack Herring will be the first 3 up for the Brookhaven Bucks this evening. As you get the picture, Brookhaven's all in, they kind of look like the Oakland A's, Mike. They've got the dark green tops with gold and white trim, gray pants. Gainesville, meanwhile, in the red tops with the gold and black trim and the black bottoms out there this evening. Umpires are in the black and gray, so nice warm evening for the dark colors that they have in here. I wore my white Glory shirt today, so I hope we'll be a little bit more comfortable than they might be.
I'm looking forward to placing an order here with Ryan and Richie Casper for some Gainesville Gol'Diggers merchandise with some T-shirts and also with some hats. Looking forward to decking out our broadcast with the gear. Again, we have 5 games left on our regular season schedule. First, we'll bring you the postseason action here from Ivy Watson Baseball Field with the Sun Belt League playoffs coming up the last week of July into August. It tells you, buddy, that the season will be over here before you know it. 2 weeks from Tuesday is the official end of the regular season. 2 weeks from Monday will be our last broadcast here during the regular season. And every game is so very important.
Every game is. I mean, because it's a 28-game season, if you were to get on a losing streak, that can hurt you pretty bad. Luckily for Gainesville, they've had 2 long winning streaks, 8-game and a 9-game, and they've done very well with it. And hopefully they can get back on track tonight, win tonight, and then come back and win next week, and 3 or 4 games, and then keep rolling. That's for sure. Jack Poyce, the center fielder, wears number 1, left-handed hitter, comes up. He's from Hoover, Alabama. Berry College is where he plays his college ball at right now. First pitch to him is a ball. Poist is batting .354 in the season, leading the team. That's almost caught out there, but it's a base hit right under the glove of our shortstop, Bobby Bozer. So leadoff hit by Jack Poist to start the game off of Halton Hardy.
One thing about Halton, though, I heard the Atlanta Braves broadcast the other day. It reminded me of the Gol'Diggers team with their pitching staff, is that they're very aggressive. They get the ball from the catcher, and they don't waste any time.
Exactly. We saw that because we did the high school games. Those of you that listen to us doing that, we saw that with North Hall this year and several other Hall County pitchers. They get the ball and they're ready to work. And that's what Chris and Mike have been doing with the Gainesville Gol'Diggers. Once they get it, they're ready to go, for sure. The Aiden Wright, number 33, he is the second baseman. He's the next hitter up for Brookhaven. Aiden is from University of the South, Decatur, Georgia, batting .244 on the season. The pitch, outside ball 1.
Mentioned the pitching. When was the last time you saw a pitcher from Gainesville shake off one of the catchers? You just don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting the call from the dugout. They're going to go with that. Boom, run. Let's go. You don't see it getting shaken off very much, if at all. That one's low. 2-0 now. But I like the fact, and I think that all of us like the fact they go ahead and work in a hurry, get it done, no use in wasting any time. The 2-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike 1, 2-1.
When you start taking a lot of time in between pitches, I think it shows a batter you're indecisive out there, and you're not comfortable with what you're doing on the mound.
Well, if you start shaking pitches off, the same thing. You may not be comfortable, not indecisive, whatever. That one's outside, 3-1.
And you got to show them who's in control. He's going to work that outside corner, you can already tell.
Yep. 3 balls, 1 strike to Aiden Wright. Stands in, the right-hander versus Halton Hardy. That's down low, ball 4. So we have a single and a walk. Put 2 men on base to start the game. First time I think we've seen that this year in the first inning.
With Halton especially.
Jack Herring now, the right fielder, will come up. He wears number 7. Herring is from Atlanta and plays at Rollins College. Herring on the season, I find him on the list, is batting .351 on the season. As I said, he's the right fielder, left-handed hitter. Back foot, or left foot on the back line of the left-handed batter's box. First pitch, inside.
And I'm trying to remember, Joe, I think he played for the Bucks last season.
Herring?
Yes.
Runners on first and second for the Bucks. The pitch, right down Main Street, 1-1. Cloud-filled sky this afternoon. The sun is out, though. Still out there bright and hot. I think the temperature got up in the 90s and heat index was about 105 today. That one bounced up. Andrew Shepard grabs it and can't get a hold of it to throw to third. He might have had a chance, but he couldn't get a hold of it. So we'll have a wild pitch. mile pitch to get them on to second and to third. You got Wright at second and Poist at third. Jack Herring at the plate with a 2-1 count.
And watch the defense, how they look at this, probably take the double play if they can.
Well,
As in, don't run on second, third, but try to
Nope.
maybe get some at home plate.
Yep, well, I take that back because Wright did not advance. I
Okay,
guess
now there is a double play.
Yep, the old double play is still in effect there. High fly ball out into left field. Blackwell goes back, makes the grab, tags up. Here comes the flag home. It'll be late as the runner will score. Poist scores from third, and Wright will stay at first for the first run of the ball game.
So it's 1-0 Bucks here in the top half of the first inning.
One man in, one on, and one out. Kyle Carlson,
Kyle Carlson.
the third baseman, number 2, now comes up. He's batting .320 on the season. Carlson is from Marietta, plays right up the road at Piedmont University or Piedmont College, whatever you want to call it this week. This pitch by Hardy. Low and inside, quick snap throw down there to first.
Let me tell you a great story about Piedmont University's baseball team. The Lions are coached by Justin Scally. He goes to church where I go, and he and his wife, who's a teacher at Cherokee Bluff, the two of them and their daughter are going on a mission trip tomorrow to Alaska with the church I go to,
How about
Flat
that?
Creek.
All right, good deal. Strike called at the knees.
And Justin done an outstanding job coaching the Lions.
He's going with your church at Flat Creek?
Yep.
Awesome. Good for them. Good for them. 1-1 count to Carlson. Hardy goes to first. That was really close, but he's back in time.
Yep, Justin, Katie, and Eva joining about 24 other members of the Flat Creek Baptist Church heading to Alaska for a week-long mission
And they go to
trip.
church with you guys?
Yes,
too? Oh,
yes.
Okay, cool.
So looking forward to some good reports from Justin.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A big swing right there by Carlson. Nice pitch by Halton. 1-2 now with one out. Run on first is Aiden Wright. Adjust my book there. Right there. Carlson stands in with 1-2 count. Here's the pitch by Hardy. Outside. Started there and ended there. Arm motion.
Let's watch the damage control by Halton here in the top of the first inning.
Yep. Stop him right here. He's one of those that pitches from the first base side of the pitching rubber. We talked about that with a couple of pitchers the other night from the team that we were playing. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Halton having to throw a lot of pitches early.
Well, I think he's just rushing it just a tad.
He might be. He might be. Might be a little fast. I'd throw this one right down Main Street, maybe a little around the knees, see what he can do. The payoff pitch by Hardy to Carlson. Here it is. Swung on. Little chopper out to short. Bozer comes over, throws it over to our first baseman Bruiser for the second out of the inning, and Wright moves over to second on the play.
As I heard on some podcast yesterday, it was talking about the difference between a pitcher and a thrower. And I'm afraid right now Halton's just throwing it and not really doing a good job pitching it.
Yep. Richardson now, Wade Richardson, the EH, the first EH of the evening, wears number 3. He'll come up. Richardson's batting .300 on the season. He is from Powder Springs and plays at Columbus State Community College. First pitch to him, inside corner. Call strike. 0-1. Everybody playing straight up defense right here. Nobody holding anybody close. Bozer comes over a little bit, but then cheats back, goes back over to shortstop. Here's a pitch. There's a high fly ball. Blackwell circling out there. Got to come get it. He caught it. He got caught up. I don't know if the wind blew it in, but he made the out down there as he made a circle around there and caught it over near the line for the third out of the inning.
And that'll do it for the Bucks here in the top half of the first inning. For Brookhaven, they score 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 1 man left on base. At the end of a half inning of play, it's Brookhaven 1, and the Gol'Diggers are coming to bat. Diggers this summertime, including Dr. Mark Causey and his orthodontist company on White, along with 400 floors, along with Exovations and Luna's Restaurant, some of the sponsors of Gainesville Gol'Diggers baseball. Hey, you still have time to join our winning team of commercial partners here at 97.5 Glory FM. You can send an email to me at mail@wgtjradio.com. That's mail@wgtjradio.com, your flagship station for the Sun Belt League and your Gainesville Gol'Diggers.
All right, defensively for the Bucks, you have Haber in left, Poiston center, Herring in right. Third to first, Carlson's at third, Diamond is at short. Second baseman is right, and Gaiton, I think it's Gaiton, so Gaiton at first base. Charles Stevenson is the pitcher, and Pendleton is the catcher for this evening. Leading up is Jackson Mayo, followed by C.J. Blackwell and John Anderson for the Gol'Diggers.
Jackson Mayo.
Jackson wears number 2. He's a center fielder from St. John's, Florida, University of South Florida, batting .322 on the season with a home run and 6 RBIs. Let Jackson, the left-hander, stand there and get things going for the Gol'Diggers here, Mike. Here's the pitch. High fly ball is going to be foul. Going to slice over there beyond the trees.
He's a first pitch swinging hitter.
Yep.
Playing for the Bulls down in Tampa, and this also is the week they run the Bulls over in Spain, Joe. You got to watch out.
I'm glad I'm not there. The 0-1 pitch. Left-hander Stevenson. Those one on the outside corner now, it's 0-2. Now, there's 2 Stevensons on their roster. You got Charles, and then you've got
Austin, you said, wasn't it?
Austin, yep. You got both of them. One's Charles, that one's a ball outside to Mayo. Charles is a senior at Berry College. Austin is a freshman at Alabama Birmingham. I'm not sure which. This is Charles, so he's from Berry College. Wears number 94. There's a fly ball. That's a center field, left center. That ball's going to carry just shy of the warning track to center field. Poist reels it in for the first out of the inning.
That just shows you the strength of our leadoff hitter in Mayo.
Yep. He hit it a ton, but only to the warning track. If he had a little bit of breeze tonight, he might have hit it out.
Gol'Diggers trailing here in the bottom of the first inning, 1-0. It brings up the left fielder, C.J. Blackwell.
C.J., the left fielder, wears number 21 from Livonia, Georgia, playing for University of Alabama Birmingham. Batting .125 on the season. Strike called to C.J. I think you mentioned earlier in the broadcast that C.J. was instrumental on that Franklin County team that played North Hall a couple of years ago.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a base hit right off the hands, I believe, a little flare right off out into the edge of the grass for a base hit by C.J. First hit of the night for the Gol'Diggers. We'll take them any way we can get them, folks. That'll bring up our John Anderson.
29, John Anderson.
You hear the walk-up music of the other John Anderson. John wears number 29, second baseman from Oakwood, Georgia. Batting .341 on the season with a couple of home runs and 10 RBIs.
I'm sure John loves country music.
No, I'm sure he does. Throw over, and first baseman did a nice job. That was Gaiton to get down there and keep it from going through his legs. Or CJ would have been at third, I do believe. Got some speed on him. Here's the pitch by Stevenson. Runner going, and he's going to be safe. He made it. Late tag, and CJ has stolen the base.
Another stolen base for the Gol'Diggers.
Umpire hesitated, waited to see where the tag was applied, and it was applied on his back leg as it slid in and got his hand in before the tag. Runner at second now with 1 out. The pitch now to John Anderson. Strike called. I think it's 1-1. I didn't get that first pitch that we threw up there. I'm not sure on that. Russ not helping us out by throwing the hands up there and letting us know. 1-1 pitch now from Stevenson. Here, looked to second. He came up, wheeled like he was going to throw to second, and nobody was there for a moment.
We can fix that. Ron can say, Russ.
Here's the pitch by Charles. Outside. 2-1 now. Must be right. He looked up at it and didn't change it. So 2 balls, 1 strike to John Anderson, number 3 man in the batting order. John plays second base for the Gol'Diggers. Back and forth is right at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a big cut right there by John. I think he was trying to hit that one on the field number 2 over there at the softball complex. He took a big old cut at it for sure.
A single score CJ from second.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
All you need is a good single. That's right. Charles Stevenson comes set, checks the runner. Blackwell at second. Wright's standing there, but he's going to come. Oh, he spins at the last minute. But Wright had already came back off the bag when he turned to throw it, and CJ was able to.
You could almost smell a hit and run coming.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what he might have thought was going to happen there.
Here's the pitch. That one hit the fence right over the top of the third base coach, Mike Owens. One of the catchers from the third base bullpen will come out there. That's the Bucks bullpen. Come out and grab it as it rolled down that direction. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0. The Bucks lead it here going into the bottom of the first. 1 man out, 1 man on second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Big swing by John Anderson to strike him out. 2 men out now for the Gol'Diggers.
Go to our cleanup guy.
Theo Bryant, the right fielder. Theo batting .351 on the season, has 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. Theo is a Tennessee Tech product. Been batting cleanup the last couple of weeks for Coach Mike Owens' team.
He delivered with a 2-out hit here.
Need one right here for sure. Stevenson comes set, checks the runner. The pitch. That curveball stayed inside. Looks down at the third base coach, gets his sign, steps back in there. Already got a pretty good little hole dug right there where his right foot's planted. I'll be able to get a good pitch off for sure. Stevenson with the pitch to Pendleton. Here it is. That pitch stayed up high. Excuse me, folks. I had to move the microphone. I didn't want to cough all over everybody.
Coffee?
Didn't have one
Not
today.
black?
Yep. I might have to order one later. I did not order one today. I did not have one today. Yep. I was feeling pretty good earlier.
Is it Ryan?
Yeah.
Concession stand, order please.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. That one stayed up and out. 3-0. You know, and the thing about it is, I think everybody probably knows Theo can hit it and can hit it anywhere. So they're being careful how they pitch him. And so can Bruiser. Bruiser's
But look who's coming up next, yes.
Yep. Michael comes up next. Michael's got a home run and 7 RBIs on the season. The pitch lifted high into center field. It's
Just
not going to
under.
be deep enough. He got under it a little bit, and it's going to be out. Poist will grab that one for the 3rd out of the inning.
And for the Gol'Diggers in the first, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base at the end of 1. It's Brookhaven 1, Gainesville nothing as you're tuned to Sunbelt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM.
Bottom of the first for the Gol'Diggers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on.
Eating chocolate pie. Mama was in the kitchen cutting chicken up to fry. Daddy was in the backyard rolling up a garden hose. I was on the porch with Sean and feeling up down to my toes, and we were swinging. Yes, we were swinging. Little Charlotte, she's a pretty as the angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in the spring, just a swinging. Yeah, we'll be swinging.
We go to the top half.
12. About 15 more of them. I like that. So 4-3 on the put out. If you're scoring at home, Cole Turner, one of the EEHs, the other one
Batting
in
number
the
32,
evening.
Cole
Decatur
Turner.
plays the University of Alabama Huntsville. Excuse me, Turner on the season batting 182, another right-handed hitter. It's a high fly ball, but it's going to be fouling out of play over the first base dugout.
UAH in the Gulf South Conference, the Chargers from Huntsville.
Alabama Huntsville. Here's a pitch. Strike called inside corner. Huntsville up around where the Space Museum is, right, Michael?
Yes, it is.
And a friend of mine was recreation director over in the Huntsville area for several years.
They got AA minor league baseball team down in Huntsville again.
Cool deal.
Called the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
We'll talk about that in a second. That was outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Yep, the Rocket City.
Okay, then. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed, struck him out. They got him, and he took off, but the umpire said that he caught it, so Cole Turner goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the day for Holton Hardy. 2 outs now. Adam Haber comes up, the left fielder. Haber batting .227 on the season. Haber, a Marietta native from Chattanooga State Tech
Now batting
Community
number 10,
College. We've seen a
Adam
couple other
Haber.
kids from Chattanooga State Tech this year. Must have a pretty decent little baseball program. Honestly, never heard of them. Didn't know. It's a community college. There's got to be a JUCO. He's a left-handed hitter. Is Haber. Stands in against Hardy. There's a chopper out to our shortstop. Bozer's going to pick up. Throw one hopper over to Bruiser. Picks it up for the 3rd out of the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Bucks here in the top half of the second inning. Quick inning for Holton Hardy. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's still Brookhaven 1 and Gainesville nothing as you're tuned to Gol'Diggers Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM.
Don't forget my son to include everyone. I tuck you in, walk within, keep you free from sin till the Saturday comes. Sleep with one eye open, give me your pillow tonight. Still light and tonight. Take my hand. I will never, never land. Yeah, yeah. Something's wrong, something like maybe not tonight. And they are so white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons and fire, and the things that will fight. Sleep with one eye open. Give me your pillow.
It is Friday Night Baseball for you on 97.5 Glory FM. Online through the Gol'Diggers YouTube channel. You get a chance to see the live video and hear our call of the game. Here teaming up with the Gainesville Gol'Diggers, Joe and Mike Lemieux and Nathan Laddie producing the game back in their studios. Again, we'd love to hear from you. Send a text message anytime to 470-660-1799. Let us know when you're tuned in. The Gainesville Gol'Diggers Baseball from the Sun Belt League, 470-660-1799. So listening to the game, wherever it may be, we'd love to hear from you on this beautiful Friday night. Gol'Diggers trailing by a run. Just what you did, Joe. 1, 2, 3 for the Bucks on the top of the
And
second.
Halter looked more in control, more at ease at in the first inning. He kind of struggled through a lot of pitches, a lot of balls in that first inning. So maybe he's got a little loose and they got that added system. Michael Bruiser, Sam Gilliam, and Bobby Bozer up
Cole Bruiser.
for the Gol'Diggers here in this inning. Bruiser, first baseman tonight, wears number 20, from Chandler, Arizona, and Arizona State University, a right-handed hitter. Had .245 on the season, swung on a miss on his first pitch. A home run and 7 RBIs.
Again, his middle name is
Michael the Bruiser.
Exactly.
Mike has given him that nickname over the summer. Here's the pitch. There's one that's hit foul over the first base dugout.
Never, never land. Yeah, yeah. Something's wrong, something like maybe not tonight. And they are so white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons and fire, and the things that will fight. Sleep with one eye open. Give me your pillow.
is Friday Night Baseball for you on 97.5 Glory FM. Online through the Gol'Diggers YouTube channel, you get a chance to see the live video and hear our call of the game. Here teaming up with the Gainesville Gol'Diggers, Joe and Mike with you, and Nathan Laddie producing the game back in their studios. Again, we'd love to hear from you. Send a text message anytime to 470-660-1799. Let us know when you're tuned in. The Gainesville Gol'Diggers baseball from the Sun Belt League, 470-660-1799. So listening to the game wherever it may be. We'd love to.
Gilliam, first extra hitter of the night, Sam from Dublin, California, Shabbat College. Sam's wears number 6, batting .276 with 3 RBIs on the season. Sam got a big hit in the game we had here on Tuesday night, and looking to get another one tonight. Get things started here, Sam. Gilliam stands in on the right-hand batter's box. 2 batting gloves on. That one stayed outside the whole time. Stevenson brought that one up over a little heat.
It's about Friday afternoon. It's 4:05 out in Dublin, California, Pacific time.
Hopefully they've missed rush hour and they're listening to us for sure. 2-0 pitch. That one's lifted high and foul over the right field or the right first base dugout.
I've been told that rush hour is 24/7 in California.
There's no doubt in my mind that it would be. No doubt in my mind. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch by Stevenson. That one's hit up in the air to center field. Poist goes over. He'll make the grab in shallow center, almost right center field there for the second out of the inning.
But again, you see how the ball's carrying for the Gainesville hitters in this game, Joe.
It looked like he hit it hard, but he carried on out there to center field.
Number 8, Bobby
Bozer now comes up at shortstop, wears number 8. Wesley Chapel, Florida, University of South Florida product. 229 on the season, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Fan out there, I heard somebody holler, "Go Bobby." Strike call on the outside corner, Bobby. Playing shortstop and has all season for Coach Mike Owens' Gol'Diggers. Does a nice job out there at short. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1. Looks in with a 1-1 pitch to Stevenson. Here it is. That curveball stayed up high.
You know, I'll be heading down to Tampa in September for a doctor's appointment. I can tell you the Florida State League now is a high A league, and the Tampa Tarpons play there at George Steinbrenner Stadium.
The Tarpons.
Yes.
At least they only got one name. Swung on and missed a big swing at that curveball that broke outside on Bobby. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 men out. Well, as always, we wish you safe travels and best wishes on the appointment. 2-2 count. The pitch. Foul tip back to the screen. Stevenson, and not sure which Stevenson it is out there on the mound, but one of them has only pitched 8 innings, and another one has pitched 26 innings this year. That one's fouled back to the screen. I'm going to guess this is the one with 26 innings.
Does our official score or no?
Well, has this pitcher pitched the 26 innings?
This Charles or Austin?
He's going to look it up.
Yeah, he's going to look it for us. I appreciate that. That's why I always go to the official score.
The 2-2 pitch. Lifted high and foul back over the top.
Because I know Commissioner Todd Pratt wants to know. Who knows, the commissioner maybe tuned into our broadcast. You are. Hello, Coach.
Hopefully it is.
Commissioner.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Bo's out.
And for Gainesville, 3 up, 3 down here at the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go to the top of the third. It's Brookhaven 1 and Gainesville nothing as you're tuned to Sun Belt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM.
Couple of kids in a Chevrolet. It's a little leg on across the tracks. Sipping on something from a paper sack. Hang your shirt on that maple lamp. Slipping through the moon to the river bank. Wasn't very long, I was jumping in. Guess I still doing now what I was doing then. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down. Burning, going down. Chasing you like those goodbye tail lights. Headed west to anywhere.
Play the history in between innings as we get ready for the top of the third inning. 1-0 in favor of Brookhaven.
And if they're not hits now, they will be after their play here at Ivy Watson, Michael, no doubt about it. Yep. All right, due up for Brookhaven Bucks will be the 9, 10, and 1 hitter. That will be Dimitri Diamond. Shortstop number 9 will lead it off from Las Vegas, Nevada, plays at Georgia Tech. Where's number 9? Diamond
Now batting number
on
9,
the season.
Diamond.
Diamant. Thank you, Ryan. 219 on the season. Home run, a couple of RBIs. Diamant stands in. First pitch, foul back to the screen. So from Las Vegas, he's a long way from home and plays right down the road at Georgia Tech. Dimitri stands in. Pitching Hardy. Inside corner, call strike 2. He started to turn on it, thought it was going to stay inside, but he caught that inside corner.
But tell you something about the coaching staff at Georgia Tech. What do you think about the Sun Belt League, the number of players they have and the Yellow Jackets playing in this
Swung on
league?
and missed at a high fastball. Diamant, strikeout victim number 2.
Start putting them down in order for Hardy.
Yep. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row after the couple of the hit and the walk back in the first inning. Bring up Nicholas Guyton. He's a left-handed hitter, wears number 31, plays first base. Nicholas from Atlanta plays at Harford, Harford Community College.
You got to find that one for me.
I will. Second pitch is called strike at the knees for strike 2. Guyton on the season is, he must not have, he's only played in 4 games, and his batting average is 0 for 13, so he's 0, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking for his first hit.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike. Inside and upstairs a little bit as I go to my handy-dandy mobile device. If I can spell it, which my dyslexia, as Mike calls it. Swing and a miss as he tried to go around at it. Halfway swung is 3-2 now.
You want to talk about the story about us eating supper before we came here then?
Yeah, I'm leading Mike down the pathway at Chick-fil-A. Strike 3 called right across the middle of the plate.
3 strikeouts now for Hardy, back-to-back strikeouts to start the third inning.
I'll bring up Jack Poist. He led off the game with a sharp single. Came around and scored back in the first inning.
Joe says, go to your left, sit down. Back, sit down, and he grabs him by my belt and says, no, here, this is left and going out. He says, no, right. So it's like, you know.
That's because I was turning around facing Mike when I said it, so I was thinking my left, and I sent him the wrong direction. Luckily, he didn't sit on the lady that was there. That was a ground ball that sneaks through the infield for a base hit.
And that's what it was, a sneaky base hit there.
He went the other way with that one and got it between our shortstop and third baseman, Bozer and Albertson, for a hit. Harford Community College is in Bel Air, Maryland.
Okay.
For all those folks that want to know. And as far as it's a junior college, and I have no idea what their mascot is.
Ball between the 5 and 6 holes, we say, on the infield side.
Aiden Wright comes up. He walked the first inning, got to first and was held there, left stranded there after Poist scored. That one got by him. Poist is going to go to first on the pass ball.
That's one thing Shaburn's got to work on for Coach Cantrell next year at North Georgia.
Definitely. Got to keep him in front for sure. He's got to learn how to slide over and keep him out in front of you right there instead of trying to backhand everything. You know, when you're trying to backhand, you're not sure what that ball is going to do. Yeah, you think it's going to wind up with the glove, but it dips at the last second. You got to let it bounce up there and hit you in the chest and You got that's why you got that gear on. The 1-0 pitch. Foul back to the screen. 1-1 now. Hardy comes in at pitch, 25.1 innings coming in, 28 Ks. He's now got 31 Ks and has pitched in 27 2/3 innings. Actually 28 innings because it's 25.1 before. Time called by the batter. He stepped out for a brief moment, swung the bat, steps back in. Hardy comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-1. Poised on second after a little C&I base hit got through the infield. Off the end of the bat from the left-handed hitter. Right is a right-handed hitter. The pitch. Foul tipped into the glove of Shepard. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Why don't you go ahead and finish it off right here, Mike?
Strike out the side.
Strike out the side. That'd be nice. Hardy looks around, checks that runner at second, poised. Gets his sign from Andrew. The pitch. Lifted foul up over behind us here, over towards the parking lot.
So next year we're working on some sponsorship. If you strike out the side in the inning, you'll win this kind of prize
That's
if you
right.
register to win.
Mm-hmm. We need some fun stuff like that. It'd be cool. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs from Hardy. Here it is. Did he go down there? Nope, he did not go, says the umpires.
Close.
Check swing. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Eden Wright. He lost him his last time up when he walked. Got the full count on him. See what he can do right here with a 3-2 count. Curveball stayed low on him. Well, he'll walk for the second time.
Looking for a fastball. He went with the curveball.
Mm-hmm.
And another walk.
Jack Herring will come up now. He flew out to our left fielder, C.J. Blackwell, his first time up. Rollins College product. Herring came into the game batting .351. Probably dropped a point down to .350 now. Still a pretty good average right there. Where's number 7? He has 3 home runs and 15 RBIs on the season, Mike. He has struck out 17 times. Left-handed hitter stands in there. Skinny kid. Unlike yours truly. The pitch. Strike called inside corner to Belt. I was skinny till I was 8, and then I realized that vegetables were good, and I ate everything I could get my hands on. Yes, sirree. 0-1 pitch with 2 outs. Here it is. There's a fly ball.
Watch
Base
out.
hit.
Ah.
Got over our second baseman's head and out there to Bryant. Bryant gets it in. They send him. It's going to be a double as it went all the way to the 1 track and scored the runner from second, Jack Poist, and Aiden Wright will wind up at third, and Herring will wind up at second with a double.
Makes it 2-0 Brookhaven here in the top of the 3rd inning as Halton has had trouble getting this last out of the inning.
Well, and the top 2 batters have hurt him so far. He's 2 singles and 2 walks, and then Herring right there got a double and scored that run. So it is 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Kyle Carlson grounded out to Bozer his last time up. First time up back in the 1st inning, for the second out back in the 1st inning. Right-handed hitter. Carlson is batting .320 coming in and plays up at Piedmont College in Demorest, Georgia.
And now known as Piedmont University. Get used to it.
Yeah, it's a PU now. Here's the pitch. High fly ball.
Watch out.
That could be, and it is. It's going to be out of here over the left center field fence for Kyle Carson, a 3-run homer.
Big hand for him for the Brookhaven fans down to our left. That makes it 5-0 in favor of Brookhaven.
Well, they jumped on us early down there and got out to a big lead, and they're trying to do that again today. That's his first homer of the season by my records, Mike, and his 9th, 10th, and 11th RBI.
He got all of that one from that first pitch.
He did. Our
3, Wade
CJ took about 3 steps and just watched it fly on out of here over one of the sponsor signs out there in left center field. So looking at that third out, Wade Richardson is now at the plate. He flew out to Blackwell his first time up. The left-handed hitter stands in there. Wears number 3 from Powder Springs, Georgia. Strike called. Inside corner. 0-2.
This is as hard as I've seen Halton Hardy hit, Joe.
It is. I agree with you. 0-2 pitch. Swung on the miss, struck him out to hit out of the inning, Mike.
So he strikes out the side, but he gives up 4 runs in the inning, including that big 3-run homer. And for the Bucks here in the third, they score 4 times. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's Brookhaven 5. The Gainesville Gol'Diggers nothing is your tune. The Gainesville Gol'Diggers baseball here on 97.5 Glory FM. The Gol'Diggers 5-0, something we have not seen so far this season.
Yeah, it's the line score so far for the Bucks: 5 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Gainesville. No runs on 1 hit and no errors. They're going to get the sticks going this inning. And that Clay Alberson, Andrew Shepard, and Trip Moore. Another first thing we had seen is 8, 9, and 10 up. And usually by this time, 8, 9, 10 have already batted, and we're already back to the top of the lineup in the third inning, Mike. So that's a new thing for you and I, and probably one of the first times of the year that Gainesville is in this hole like this. Of course, that first game of the year, they got behind pretty good to Brookhaven. So hopefully they can go ahead and start coming back right now. This Stevenson kid they're pitching against, that's pitching against them, has pitched in 26, now 28 innings on the season. He has a 1.04 ERA, struck out 25 at this point, so that's where we are with him. Clay Alberson leads it off, and he hits one out into left center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall, bounce off the wall. Clay's got at least a double, and he'll trot into second. Stand-up double for Clay Alberson. Nice job hitting. He went the other way and got a nice double that time.
And I'll say to Ryan, have you noticed how he's been getting better each game?
Yep.
Defensively and offensively.
Clay's been doing a really nice job. He's played a lot of short hops in the last week or two when we've seen him defensively, and really got a good arm and played better over there. First game that we saw him out here, I think he made an error or 2 that night, and he's really got a lot better.
And the one thing you will see out all these players, Joe, is see them get better each game.
Andrew Shadburn catching tonight, wears number 12 from Cumming, Georgia, University of North Georgia product. Batting $118 on the season. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Let's see Andrew get on the roll right here and get a hit.
I'll take it
2 or
one
3 tonight.
at a time, Joe.
1 at a time, that's right.
I think Clay had an approach right there, just sitting on that outside ball to drive in that left center gap.
Good point, Ryan. He said that Clay was just sitting on that outside pitch, the first pitch, and was swinging.
There's another base hit. Nice sharp one over the shortstop's head. That'll put our man at first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yep.
Nice solid hit by Andrew. Nice job. Nice, good to see him hit.
Absolutely. So back-to-back hits to lead off the bottom of the third inning. That's a good thing for the Gol'Diggers.
Trip Moore now one of the more dangerous hitters, batting number 10 in the lineup.
And it's a dangerous spot for him to be batting, too. Just another leadoff hitter in my mind.
Yep, batting .320 on the season. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs coming in. You get him another one right here.
And the ball's carrying.
From the University of Georgia, Forsyth, Georgia. Now we're going to do a little swapping out there, or move something around. Let's see. Coach from Brookwood, I don't know if it's the center fielder's hamstring or what's going on. I believe it is. He's walking, but
got an injury?
yeah, it looks like the center fielder may have a hamstring injury.
Oh, man.
Now you've got a guy going out there, number 36 for Brookhaven is going to go trot out to center field. Number 36 is going to be Max Beck Berendsen, Berendsen.
Let's hope the trainer can work on the center fielder here and get him back into shape.
So Berendsen will go out to center field now for Poist.
Because you know, Joe, being a trainer in the past, a hamstring can hurt you in so many ways, especially with your knee in the future.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, a hamstring takes a while to heal. You actually have to just stay off of it and not do anything. Ice it. That's really all you can do. And he was coming off like it wasn't bad, but you wonder, okay, was it something else? Because he was trotting off pretty good. Hopefully it was just a hamstring and not a knee or an ankle or something. We'll see. Hopefully the young man's all right. Trip Moore now at the plate. That pitch is outside. Gets blocked by Pendleton, the catcher. He might be cramping.
Ryan. Good point.
Ryan
Could
said
be
he
a
might be
cramp.
cramping. And after they went after that ball into left center field out there, and he sort of held up and let the left fielder play it. So that might be what happened.
That's exactly might have had a good call by Ryan Casper.
Catcher tried to pull that one back in a hurry, but that would have hit the left-handed hitter right in the hip, middle of the batter's box over there. Now it's 2-0.
Again, Gol'Diggers trailing 5-0, bottom of the third inning, but runners on first and third.
Charles Stevenson with the pitch. Swung on a miss is a big cut right there by Tripp. Tried to get on it and go the other way with it. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Max Beck Berendsen in for Poist. Poist, that might be a good sign for Hardy, because Poist has eat him up 2 times and scored twice. Goes over to first, back in time is our...
I don't think Shabber's going anywhere except on a hit and run, maybe.
I tend to agree with you, yep. Stevenson looks in, comes home, and was hit right down the line, but just foul.
Well, he's going to take a trip
Yep.
over the fence, I was hoping.
Well, that one was a ripped foul right past Clay Albertson down at third.
Yeah, hooked a driver on that one.
Between him and Coach Owens. 2-2 pitch getting ready as he steps back in. 2-2 pitch on Tripp Moore. Pitch from Charles Stevenson. Here it is. Stayed up and in. Catcher set up on the outside part, and then ball came on the inside part of the plate right there. So it's 3 balls and 2 strike.
But you've noticed, too, Tripp Moore's got a great eye for the strike
does.
zone.
He does. Tripp EHing tonight. We've seen him in the outfield this year. It's a pitch. Call strike 3. Outside corner for the first out of the inning.
That Sunbelt League outside corner. Been that way all year long.
So 2, 3, 4 strikeouts on the evening for Charles Stevenson.
Number 2,
Jackson Mayo comes up, flew out to the center fielder his first time up on the first pitch, I believe.
Yep.
Out into, well, I say deep center field. Was that on the warning track?
Yes, back to the top of the order.
Jackson comes in 3, a little under 322 on the season. 1 man out, runners on the corners. Throw over to first. It got away from him, so a run will score, and Andrew will wind up at second.
Well, you can see that one coming,
Clay
couldn't you?
Albertson. Yep, Clay
Well,
Albertson.
you thought Shabber might be running because you knew that Mayo was going to be probably swinging on the first pitch.
They went over to first. He threw it low, and the first baseman over there, Guyton, tried to pick it up and went under his glove.
So
Both
official
able to
score
do it.
call, E1?
That's what I wrote down as E1.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Clay Albertson comes in to score on there. First run of the game for the Gol'Diggers. And Andrew Shabern moves over to second. First pitch then to Jackson is a strike called.
But again, Joe, the leadoff man gets on and comes around to score.
That's happened probably just about every time this year for the Gol'Diggers too.
5-1 Brookhaven here in the bottom of the third inning.
0-1 pitch from Stevenson to Mayo. Checks his runner. The shortstop sneaks in, but not enough. Outside corner. Thought it might have been outside, but it was outside corner.
Uh-huh.
So 0-2 with one man out.
It's going to be there all night long. Get used to it.
Yep. Well, I've argued for years that you ought to set up right over the top of the catcher, but that's just...
No, why you don't?
That's just an old umpire.
Yes,
thing.
exactly. I'm with you.
You know, I tried every position, because in Little League you can give and take a little bit. So I tried with the inside corner, the outside shoulder, inside shoulder over the top. The over the top has always made more sense to me. Here's a pitch. Inside. Almost caught him on the knee.
And I'd love to know, really get the explanation from some official and say, okay, why don't you go over one of the shoulders? Go right over the head. You shouldn't affect what you squat down.
I would think you would be able to get the. I think the big deal is getting down low enough to make sure you get the right call on the low pitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
low
I think
strike
that's
call.
the biggest thing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stevenson steps off the rubber. Now comes back up there and gets set. Stevenson, a big kid, about 6'2", 6'3". Checks the runner. Here's a pitch. That one stayed up and high.
Well, you know what's going to happen
2-2.
one day, Joe? They're going to end up putting sensors
Yep.
on the uniforms and on the ball, too, and say, was it, beep, if it was a strikeout kind of thing. It's going to come one day.
Here's the thing. My feeling is it all happened already in major leagues. They're trying some stuff in some minor league games. The way the technology is nowadays, they could do it, and you could eliminate all that fussing and griping from the,
Can you say
from the
union?
players and the coaches over there. That was fouled off behind us. Well, yeah, the union has a lot to do with it, but the big thing is if you want to get it right every time and not have all that squawking, and that's one of the reasons I quit watching it years ago. Of course, I enjoy radio, so I just as soon listen to it on radio. You got me hooked on it. Now I enjoy listening to it.
Amen.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out, 1 run in here in the bottom of the third for the Gol'Diggers. 5-1 is the score. The Bucks lead it. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Base. Is it going to go? No, it'll be a base hit. But they're going to hold, got him hung up at third. They're going to run it towards home, throws it to the last minute. Now Sheburn's going to go back.
Watch out.
Last minute, he's going to be out at third. Mayo makes it to second, though, on the rundown. Is a fielder's choice as the Shebburn rounded third a little too far. The second baseman, as he went way over to get it behind second, instead of throwing it to home or to first, he followed Shebburn where he was and threw it over to third to get Shebburn in the rundown. So the play will go at 5 to back to 6 on the put out. So that's 2 men out. The runner at second now on the fielder's choice. C.J. Blackwell at the plate. C.J. singled and stole a base his first time up. First pitch to him is a strike call. Blackwell, there's number 21, the left fielder for the Gol'Diggers. Right-handed hitter. Taps one foul over near the third base dugout.
You hate to see yourself running yourself out of an inning,
Yep. And you never want to make any out really at third or home. You definitely want to make the first or third out at home plate. That really swings the momentum there. Andrew got it. I think that coach thought it was going to get through, and that might be why Andrew was that far past third base. The 0-2 pitch. Time called.
You can tell we're trying to get the momentum back on the side of the home team. Even though we're trailing 5-1.
Get a hit right here and score this run from second. That'd be a big boost. There's a ground ball over the top of the head at third base for the base hit. And that's going to bring C.J. around third. He'll score easily. The ball's going to go to second. A double right there. C.J. Blackwell with a hustle double and RBI. And 2 runs now for the Gol'Diggers.
Need a holy cow on that one, Ryan, I'm telling you. That helps out.
A big chopper that time. He hit once and then took another high chopper right over the leaping third baseman. Got up, bounced over into the grass and went out there. The left fielder, Haber, had to come over and grab it. In that meantime, Mayo was able to come around and score. And, close pickoff play trying to catch Blackwell back at second.
Keep the hits coming here for John Anderson.
John Anderson, second baseman, struck out his first time. Where's number 29? John can get a hit right here. Maybe another RBI. Little squib down the first base side. John has 10 RBIs on the season. Came in batting .341. He stands back in now. No balls, 1 strike. 2 runs in, 2 outs. Runner on second is C.J. Blackwell. Stevenson checks the runner, nothing going on. Here's the pitch. Call strike at the letters. 0-2. Might get lucky again tonight, Mike. Looks like all the clouds are staying south of us. 0-2 pitch by Stevenson to Anderson. There it is. Stayed outside the whole time.
Well, have you
1-2.
noticed that it rains a lot more at Truist Park than it ever did at Turner Field for the Atlanta Braves?
Because you're down there in the middle of all that asphalt, it just gets so doggone hot, it's going to rain, that's for sure. Of course, the other one, the old Atlanta Stadium downtown was like that too, around all that asphalt, so who knows. Here's the pitch. That one stayed up high now. It's 2-2.
But they already found out, though, really, when they moved to Cobb County, that it rains more there in that part of Metro Atlanta than it did downtown, the old ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
We got to get to go and play in there, guys. Go ahead and get us about 3 or 4 more runs this inning, and let's start getting outs. Got some rain coming over the horizon at the border. Headed this way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed, struck him out for the 3rd out of the inning.
That'll do it for Gainesville here in the 3rd, but the Gol'Diggers scored 2 runs. There was an error in the inning. A man left on base. We'll go to the top of the 4th. It's now Brookhaven 5, Gainesville 2 is your tune to Gol'Diggers baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. Gol'Diggers trailed the Brookhaven Bucks 5-2 as the Gol'Diggers are just 4 wins away from matching their 2021 total. 15 wins, just 4 losses on the year. They're perfect here at home. Looking to extend that winning streak with 5 more home games left on the schedule. And Joe and I'll be with you next Wednesday night, starting at 6:15 of the pregame show. First pitch at 6:35 as the Gol'Diggers take on the Atlanta Crackers.
I'm glad I'm not pitching or actually playing any position, Mike. With this pinched nerve in my neck, my hand will go to sleep just.
It might help it out, Joe.
And so being off next, it might if I was down there. No, I'm sure it would still hurt if I was trying to do stuff with it. But I'm going to take the week off. First. Strike call to our first batter, Andrew Pendleton, the catcher for the Bucks. Fouls that one, swing and a miss on that one. 0-2 now. I did it somehow or another, so I've been to the chiropractor letting him work on it. It's working out a little bit, and of course gout kicked in this week because I had a hamburger last weekend.
It's like it hurts to do this. Don't do that.
Exactly. Quit doing it. That ball stayed up high by our pitcher Hardy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-handed hitter Pendleton stands in. The pitch swung on and missed, struck him out.
Another strikeout for Halton Hardy.
That's 6 on the night for Halton. Bring up Cole Turner, who struck out back his first time up back in the 2nd inning.
Batting number 32.
Big difference in the ball game was that big 3-run homer.
Yep, that is. That is that 3-1 homer by Carlson back in the last inning in the third. First pitch is outside to Turner. Alton goes back to the rosin bag, gets a little dust on there, and comes back up on the mound fairly quickly. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A little grounder squibber off the bat down to Bruiser at first. So Bruiser makes the out, 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning.
Now, get this third out.
Yep. Come in here a while. And Adam Haber, the left fielder, comes in now. It's out. Bozer to Bruiser. Say that fast 3 times, Mike. Bozer to Bruiser, his last time up. Haber will stand in.
Now batting number 10, Adam Haber.
Haber, a left-handed hitter. Marietta, Georgia native. Stands in against Halton Hardy. Here's the pitch. Low, just a little. 1-0. Excuse me. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball down the third base side. It will be foul. And the first base coach for Brookhaven makes Halton work for that one as he throws it under his glove. Now the third base coach gets it. He's going to let the third baseman. Smart move, coach. He's going to let Clay throw it over to him. He tosses it to Clay, who's closer, and lets Clay throw it to him.
It's too far away, Joe.
Well, he just don't want to embarrass himself like the first base coach did. Sorry I said that, but hey, that happens. That ball stayed inside. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now. And I've done it as a coach when I was coaching softball and in baseball. I'd throw it underhanded back to him most of the time. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut right there by Haber. Batting gloves on his hands and 1 in each back pocket, Mike. He's got plenty of them.
There's hitting gloves and sliding gloves.
I reckon. Back in my day, you just had gloves.
Back in my day, you didn't have gloves.
Didn't have gloves at all back in your day. Yes, Mike is a couple of years older than me.
You used dirt
That's exactly right.
and rosin.
Dirt, rubbed it on your hands and your shirt.
Tape.
Yep. 2-2 pitch now with 2 outs from Hardy. There's a little flare. Shortstop's going out. It's going to be a base hit right over his head. That one then went off the handle of the bat, and he got it over Bozer's head for a base hit. Did Haber that time.
Probably didn't have a chance with that one.
Dimitri
You had it. Come on.
Diamant.
Now batting number 9, Dimitri Diamant.
Diamant. I was waiting on Ryan because I knew he said it a while ago and I was going to follow it. Dimitri Diamant, the shortstop from Las Vegas, Nevada.
And nobody's looked at him and say it's wrong yet either, so
No,
he's good.
That's right. Ground ball to Bozer. Bozer's going to flip to second to Anderson for the third out of the inning.
Now the much better inning for Halton Hardy here in the 4th inning. For the Bucks, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still Brookhaven 5, Gainesville 2. You're tuned to Sun Belt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. Our producer Nathan Laddie back at our studios, and Joe, 6 weeks from tonight, kickoff of high school football, year 24 for us.
Well, hey, if it's 105 degrees that night, I might be in a tank top in my Speedo. I'm telling you what, I don't know that I can handle in these open air spots, and we're going to be at West Hall on the roof down there, and it'll be hot with that sun beaming at us, brother.
We'll see. We'll see how weather is, okay? But look at that. 6 weeks a day is going to be hot, sir, okay?
Yeah, I think
That's your extended forecast, okay?
surely to goodness it'll be a couple degrees cooler, maybe in the 80s by then.
Hey, it may be raining. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. We've been out west all before when it was raining. That's
Yes,
for
we
sure.
have.
Yep. Up for Gainesville, we have the 4, 5, and 6. Theo Bryant, Michael Bruiser, Sam Gilliam due up here in the bottom of the fourth. They're down 5-2, looking for some runs right here. Theo was a fly ball out to the center fielder his first time up. Strike called at the knees on Theo. Steps out of the box for just a moment. Gets the sign, now he steps back in. Charles Stevenson, the pitcher, still for the Bucks. That one's outside, 1-1.
The Bucks scored 1 run in the first, 4 big ones in the third, while the Gol'Diggers scored 2 more runs in the fourth inning of play.
Third inning.
Thank you.
Yep. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Their
Going to fourth.
shortstop's going to pick it up. Diamont throws over to first. Guyton for the first out of the inning. Theo out 6-3 for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Michael the Bruiser. Struck out his first time up. Where's number 20, the first baseman for the Gol'Diggers?
One thing I think the Gol'Diggers have done tonight, Joe, they get some air under the ball. They're doing much better than these round balls.
See what he does right here. Michael stands in looking for his first hit of the evening. There's one high up in the air. First baseman and short catcher's coming back towards us. Hit the top of the building, as you may have heard on our outdoor night.
He'll roll off.
Groover. George came in and visited with us earlier. He's down around. He was over in that area. He may have went back there and chased him. He chased a lot of foul balls in his life, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
I should say career, because it has been a good career for him. Stevenson looks in. The 0-1 pitch to Bruiser. There's a foul ball flare over the first base dugout.
Looking forward to talking
0-2.
with George Groover and recording maybe some podcasts, that kind of thing with him, and just talk about the history
That's what I was
of
gonna say.
sports here in this town. Really be something.
The history of Gainesville sports, if anybody knows it, it's that man right there for sure. 0-2 pitch. Outside. Oh,
And we have a history
22.
museum, here in town,
we
but
do.
nothing like George.
well, and enshrined in that history museum is George and myself, part of the 1979 American Legion Post-7 team. High pop-up on the infield, drifting back. Looks like it's going to be over the fence again. That hit over here on the building or somewhere. So,
Put a dent on top of it, right?
Bruiser is bruising the press box this evening. 1-2 count now. Yeah, George and I George was a long-time trainer with Coach Brewer and American Legion Post-7 team. And I was blessed to be able to be one of the trainers on that 79 team. That pitch is outside. Went all the way to World Series.
I thought that season would never end, you know it?
We had a really good team.
It was almost
those 2
October
years.
by the time the season ended.
Well, if you think about it, we actually, I'll tell you in a second, here's the pitch. A little foul ball right back towards Ryan. We actually played, Mike, we started right there before Memorial Day. And we missed because Mike Gailey and I were seniors. Well, actually, that was the year before. That year would have been our first year of college. And luckily, back then, college didn't start till after Labor Day.
Yes.
And we didn't get back till late August.
Yes.
We played in Greenville, Mississippi in the World Series that year. There's a ground ball chopped foul. Look at that play by Mike Owens with a right hand down there.
Again, holy cow.
Holy cow.
Holy cow.
Thank you very much.
Ryan did, and Mike is pointing up at Ryan saying, "Attaboy, yep." He's shaking that right hand. He must have stung a little bit.
Exactly.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out here.
It turned a little red.
Yep, Michael Bruiser stands in. That one stayed outside. It's full count now.
What a job by Michael here. He is just giving this guy some fits.
Working it and making him throw some pitches. Their pitch count is 130 a night here in the Sun Belt League. The pitch. Oh, swing and a miss at a curveball that broke away from him for the second out of the inning.
I think Michael was guessing on that one.
I think he was waiting on that fastball to come in there, and it broke right there at the last second. Good pitch by Stevenson.
I hear Sam Gillian coming up, Joe.
Yep, Sam coming up. I think you told me last game that anthem is
In honor of his
in honor of
grandmother.
his grandma, who's
Yes,
his
sir.
biggest fan, which to me touches my heart, and just, man, I tell you what, that is really, really cool, Sam Gilliam. Sam from Dublin, California, the furthest away player on the Gol'Diggers.
So we got a little meeting here, you can tell.
The pitcher and catcher out there going to talk about something. Who knows what?
They're going to meet in the middle, Joe.
In the middle, that's exactly what they're doing. They're meeting in the middle. I'd put our PA man and instrumentalist, music person, up against anybody in Georgia. Not just
he's going to debut for the Braves here, hopefully.
I'll tell you what, this cat, he's got it going on with the music stuff, man. He is good. There is one hopper to the shortstop, comes over, throws a BB over to the first baseman for the third out of the inning.
And that'll do it for the Gol'Diggers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. No runs here in the fourth. We'll go to the top of the fifth. It's still Brookhaven 5. Gainesville 2 is your 2 to Sunbelt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. From Ivy Watson Field, Sunbelt League Baseball action on 97.5 Glory FM. And on the YouTube channel of the Gainesville Gol'Diggers, go to GainesvilleGol'Diggers.com and click on the YouTube channel. You get a chance to hear and see the action of Sunbelt League Baseball on this Friday night. We bring you all the action here from Ivy Watson Baseball Field.
Nick Guyton, Max Beck Berenson, Aiden Wright, 10-1-2 here in the top of the fifth inning for the Bucks as they lead it 5-2.
How about it for the Bucks?
Harney still pitching for the Gol'Diggers here in the fifth.
Yep, Nick Guyton, number 31, the first baseman, struck out looking his first time at bat. Left-handed hitter stands in. Here's the pitch. Strike call, one inside corner. Strike one.
Again, go back first game of the season. The Bucks defeated the Gol'Diggers 11-7, jumped out to a 6-0 lead before the Gol'Diggers came back, tied it. So still got a long way to go.
Strike two called, inside corner. I don't know if he's looking for something in particular for Hardy to throw, but he ain't getting it. That one's outside, 1-2. He's looked to that the second strike, Mike. He looked over to the dugout with kind of a confused look on his face. The 1-2 pitch, inside, and stayed inside.
Boy, he's working inside out, isn't he?
Yep. Chadburn had to backhand that one as it came across. The 2-2 pitch now by Halton Hardy. Inside corner, out, but it's inside.
Just missed.
Just a bit inside. Full count now. The payoff pitch now coming from Hardy. Into Guyton. The pitch. Swung on and missed an outside fastball.
Ring him up. That's 6.
That is 3, 4, 5, 6 on the night. Correct, Michael?
Now batting number 36, Max Beck Berenson.
Max Beck Berenson, who came in for the injured Jack Poist last inning. He wears number 36. He's playing center field for the Bucks. His first at bat this evening. Swings at a curveball that drifted way outside. Berenson is outfielder, batting 118 on the season with an RBI. The pitch, outside corner call, strike two. And no more swings than some of these guys get if they're subs, Mike. This can be something when you got a guy that's working like Halton is there tonight. The
like
pitch.
a machine.
Call strike three, outside corner, really good pitch on 3 pitches Strikes the leadoff man out. And actually, that's the first time the leadoff man has been out tonight. Boyce got 2 hits and scored twice, so it might have been a relief for Halton to have him up there.
Right.
2 men out, brings up Aiden Wright. He's walked twice and scored once. That was on that home run last time up by Carlson.
But looking to strike out the side for the second time this game.
See what he can do right here. The first pitch by Halton. Outside corner, call strike.
Oh, he's dialed in now.
Halton gets his sign. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball, nice one on the inside, but it stayed inside.
Can I update myself when you say dialed in? Nathan's going, what's the dial, Mike, you know?
Dialed in, yep. That means he's very on top of it. And that one's outside, as it appeared that Wright squared the bunt and then pulled it back on the pitch. It drifted outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now. 2 men out here in the top of the 5th inning. Pitch by Hardy. Bounced up there. 3-1.
Again, don't get in trouble here. Get the first team out and then get in trouble in this point of the inning.
Well, you know, I think that we've seen Coach Chris Carter and Coach Mike Combs go out to the pitchers this year and he said, just those strikes. Just those strikes, you know. Now, we've seen that Brookhaven can get some hits, but still got to throw strikes. There's a ground ball. Will go out to, going to be cut off by Clay Albertson. Really nice play. BB over to first base to Bruiser for the 3rd out of the inning.
Again, 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning, halfway home. It's Brookhaven 5, Gainesville 2 on 97.5 Glory FM.
In the hills.
League baseball here from Ivy Watson Baseball Field. Joe and Mike with you. Playing the hits, Ryan Casper.
Well, you say two good old boys. That's what we are, Mike. We've been around forever. And I think between us we're about 375 years. I tell every year when I have a birthday, the girls will say, well, how old are you this year, Uncle Joe? Are you 60 what? And I say, nope, I'm 434 this year. What? In dog years.
Dog years, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say a special birthday. My dad has a birthday today. W.H. Warford, 87 years old today.
Happy birthday, Mr. H. Hope you're doing well, and hope your 87 is very good for you, sir. Due up for the Gol'Diggers, Bobby Bozer, Clay Albertson, Andrew Shabron here in the bottom of the 5th inning, looking to get some runs on the board. Bozer swinging a miss at his first pitch. He struck out looking his first time up.
As I say, Joe, my late mother, she was my best fan. My dad's my best man.
There you go. There you go. Good folks. I had the opportunity to be around those two for a long time and really enjoyed their company. That pitch is outside, 1-1.
And George says he turns 87 in 20 days.
Really?
So we'll get to celebrate here, hopefully by the end of the regular season.
All right, Mr. George Groover, all right. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing on a miss by Bozer. 1-2 now. Kicks the dirt away out of the batter's box. Kind of frustrated himself right there for swinging through that one, I guess. Not a big old barrel on into that bat. Probably not much more than bigger. It just looks bigger than some of the others. 1-2 pitch by Stevenson. There's one. Oh, went the other way. Base hit to right field. Nice job by Bobby Bozer to go the other direction.
You know, I would say it's going to be a nice promotion. If you look at it, say it's going to be George Groover birthday night. You'd have a bunch of fans come
That
here
would
for
be
that
cool.
one.
That would be cool. Yeah, that needs to be on a billboard somewhere. George Groover birthday night at Gol'Diggers baseball. They have a bunch of folks here come out for that. It'd be really neat.
The first 1,000 get a piece of cake.
It's going to have to be good.
Ryan said, yeah, sure.
That's going to have to be a big old cake, I tell you what.
Run the bases with George.
Ryan says they have to run the bases after you eat. I like that. Clay Albertson at the plate. Doubled and scored his last time up.
It may have been. Was that a ball, Joe? Did
I
get a sign
think
from
it
Russ.
was. I was laughing at y'all. Time was called out for a moment.
You got to talk to Russ after the game, okay? Say, listen, I got a blind guy up here. Got to help me out.
Throw over to first, chases Moser back. He's back there easily. I can just tell him, hey, Mike's trying to call us by himself.
Exactly.
All I do
Hey,
is
that's
all
right there. Russ will laugh. You know?
1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. A foul back over the top.
And I have been forced into duty before, as you well know.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Ladies and gentlemen, just to give you all some basketball history of Mike. It's 0-2 now. It's what I saw Russ give him down there. 0-2 is the count.
Thank you, Russ.
Back my first couple of times helping Mike do basketball, I would talk into a little bitty cassette recorder into Mike's earpiece, and he would announce the basketball games, and nobody ever knew. Nobody was ever the wiser. That pitch is outside and low, 1-2 now. Yes, that's correct. Mike called the basketball games.
Oh, did for a while, yes.
You know, and did that several years. I had and when that cassette ran out, he was quickly turning it over because he didn't want to lose anything. But that was some
Back
good
in the
old
day.
days. Yes, sir. 1-2 pitch now. Now Stevenson throws over to first again.
And
Chases.
look where you come now, Joseph, in all those years.
Yeah, and in 30 years now, I can actually get to talk all the time, which is, kind of astounding for a kid that grew up not talking and now talk all the time. My daughter sometimes, Dad, will you be quiet? No, ma'am, I will not. 1-2 pitch. Pitch, runner's going. Throw down to second is going to be in time. He tagged himself as he slid into the tag down there. Was a good throw. Right on target, and Clay Albertson swung and missed for basically a double play right there.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play. So 2 outs here in the inning.
Andrew Shadburn.
Shadburn will come up. He had a little flare single, double his first time up, and scored. Got to third, or actually was able to come home on an error by the pitcher earlier. First pitch to Andrew was outside.
No, he got picked off third, didn't he? Remember around third too much?
I'm sorry, Albertson's the one that scored, yeah.
Correct.
Shadburn got picked off 5-2-6. That's right, he rounded too far. Was out 5-2-6 not on the pickoff. Swung and missed on that one. Got around third too far.
Right now,
and they
don't
got
help
him in a
out Stevenson.
pickle.
That's one thing right now the Gol'Diggers think are doing a little bit.
He's got 7 strikeouts on the night. That one's outside, 2-1.
I think the longer you wait on his pitches, Joe, the better off you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Get him deep into account.
2-1 pitch by Stevenson. Outside corner. 2-2. Sunbelt League call. Don't mean anything by that. Just that's what
Let's say Tom Glavine would love it.
Been there all year long. Got action. Well, that one's fouled back over the top. Still 2-2. One guy has been loosened up down in the Bucks bullpen. Nobody in the Gainesville bullpen. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-2 Brookhaven. The pitch. Ground ball. Oh, nice play by the third baseman. Will he throw Andrew out? No, he threw it over his head, so Andrew will be in at first with a single. Yep, it was a tough play on the shortstop, on the third baseman right there. He had to dive and stop. He was off the line some, and dive and stop, got up and threw it, and Andrew has beaten it out for a base hit.
Good call there.
He was hobbling down there.
Yep, I think they might swap him out. Andrew was hobbling his last couple steps, as Andrew noticed, and I did too.
So second base hit for the Gol'Digger catcher.
Mm-hmm.
We do have 2 more in the lineup, in the rosters. That'll help
Mm-hmm.
out. Got Sam Stewart and Sam
Mike
Gilliam, who's
Owen.
extra hitter.
Yeah, Mike Owens down there talking to home plate umpire Russ Nelson, and we'll see who comes in there and runs. Let's see if it's now. Sam has been EHing tonight. Sam Gilliam. That's going to be 24. Is that going to be, who is that, Ryan?
Bryce Roddy.
Bryce Roddy
from
will
North
be.
Greenville.
Yep. Bryce Roddy will come in and run right there for our catcher.
I'm going to guess you're going to put
Shepherd.
Bryce probably as extra hitter, and then put probably Sam Gilliam behind the plate, I would think.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Yep. So 24, Bryce Roddy will come in to run.
We'll check that the next time around. That's my guess. Let's hope Andrew's okay. So
Well,
number 10 hitter up, Joe, with Trip Moore.
Tripp's going to stand in. He struck out his first time up.
It's 5-2 Bucks here in the 5th.
Looking to get a hit, throw over to first. Chases Roddy back. Bryce on the season is 7 for 7 in stolen bases.
All right.
Line drive, is it going to go over? Yes, it's going to be a base hit. We'll have runners on the corners. His boss is running for third, and he'll get there, first and third, with 2 men out here in the bottom of the 5th.
And Joe, my favorite sayings in baseball, the tying run comes to the plate.
You do love to say that, there's no doubt about it. Jackson Mayo doubled,
Batting for the Gol'Diggers, number
got an
2,
RBI double,
Mayo.
and scored.
I can see it
Back
now,
in the
Joe.
third.
First pitch swinging into Casper Cove.
That'd be sweet if
to
it
tie
would
this
be.
ball game up.
He's got a home run and 7 RBIs on the season. Now we've got a coach coming out. He looked down to the dugout, or down to the bullpen, and just as that, the pitcher throws it, hits the top of the catcher's glove over the top of the fence. Maybe that's a good omen for the Gol'Diggers right there, Mike. Comes out, going to talk to his pitcher. The pitcher has his black glove up over his nostrils and mouth so that no one will see him saying anything he shouldn't be saying.
If you're tuned into our YouTube channel, get a close zoom-in look.
Yep.
As you have Bryce Roddy on third, Trip Moore on first, 2 men down, bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2 Brookhaven over Gainesville.
Now the home plate umpire's going to go out and say, break it up, guys.
So the first guess here, will Jackson be swinging on this first pitch?
Let's doggone it, you'd like to probably think so because he usually does. But
Go ahead and
Stevenson-
gap one here.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Stevenson has been pretty in control of his curveball for the most part tonight. See what happens. Stevenson stands in. 2 men out here. Runners on the corners for the Gol'Diggers. First pitch to Mayo. There it is. First pitch swinging. There's a long fly ball, but it's going to be foul.
Oh,
And it's over the fence, but it's foul. Just a little quick on that, wasn't he, Ryan? Nope.
you can see it coming, couldn't
Saw
you?
that one coming and ripped it foul. High and deep and foul. All right, straighten it out this time, Jackson. I bet the pitcher don't throw that pitch anymore today. Not to this kid anyway. Throws it up right back at the pitcher. Pitcher's going to go over and go to first for the 3rd out of the inning.
Bang, bang goes down Jackson Mayo here to end the 5th inning of play. We'll go to the top of 6. It's still Brookhaven 5, Gainesville 2. You're tuned to Sunbelt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. Came that close, as you could see it coming with Jackson Mayo.
Yep,
To tie the ball game, and instead just ripped it foul.
Yep, he swung a little a little late maybe on that one. He ripped it foul, high and deep over the fence, but it was foul. And then on the next pitch, he had a comebacker right to the pitcher, Stevenson, who threw it over to the first baseman, Guyton, for the third out of the inning.
One change defensively for Gainesville here in the sixth.
Yep, Sam Gilliam, who has been EH, will now move to catcher for the injured Andrew Shadburn. Bryce Roddy will probably stay in as an EH at this point.
Absolutely.
And you have number 3, 4, and 5, or 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. Jack Herring, Kyle Carlson, and Wade Richardson up for the Bucks here in the top of the sixth inning, Mike.
And Halton Hardy still pitching.
Yep, Halton's still in there. Oh, first pitch hit him
Hope he's
somewhere
okay.
on the right side.
Hope he's okay.
Yep. Hit by Pill, he is. He's
You
jogging on
can
down.
hear it, Joe.
Yep. You could because you have excellent hearing. I can't because I don't. But it was a thud for sure. Upper right arm area. It looked like where it hit at.
That will leave a mark.
Kyle Carlson will now come up. Carlson.
Hero of the game so far.
Yep, hit that long 3-run homer. Back in the third inning. Don't want to see that again. Carlson, number 4 hitter in the lineup. First pitch to him is outside corner. Carlson. That was his first home run of the season, but now has 11 RBIs. First pitch to him was a strike call. Halton looks over, checks the runner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nice scoop by Sam. Keep it out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Halton's got an excellent move to first base.
He does. We've seen him pick a guy off at first this year. Nice job. Got a little action down in the Gainesville dugout now, or bullpen, excuse me. The pitch. Ground ball. Comes in. Third baseman's got it. Throws over to first for the out. Big high chopper. Nice job by Clay Alberson to come over, grab it, and throw over to Bruiser. The runner does advance on to second. That was Herring for the fielder's choice put out 5-3. 1 man out now.
Now batting number 3, Wade Richardson.
Wade Richardson, the extra hitter. 0 for 2 on the evening. Struck out his last time up. Wearing number 3 in the left-handed batter's box. Left foot on that back line. Inside corner, call strike. And he kind of, I won't say he crowds the plate, but he's in a little closer than some guys are, Mike. So he's not giving Halton a lot of room in there, but he hit the corner, painted it well that time. To the left-hander, 0-1 pitch. Nice job by Sam to keep it out there in front. 1-1.
I will say this: rarely do you see the ball get by Sam Gilliam.
No, it has to be a fault of the pitcher thrower on that if it does. 1-1 count. 1 out. Runner on second for the Bucks. The pitch. Got away from him about a 2 foot maybe.
But in
He
front of
pounced,
him.
we pounced on it and got back over there, and runner did not advance. I think he does a good job of hiding it, even when it's in front of him there. So the runner doesn't really know, I can't go, it's right there on top of it, he'll throw me out, that kind of thing. 2 balls, 1 strike to Richardson. The pitch by Hardy. Fouled right back over the top of us here.
It's been the favorite spot tonight.
Right back over the top or on top of the building. And remember, Rawlings is a sponsor of the Sun Belt League, so they go through a couple of baseballs tonight, I would say. If it gets a speck on it, they throw it out in the majors. I think they let them play with it a little more dirty here in this league. 2-2 count. Oh, swung on and missed. Struck him out. Nice pitch by Halton that time. A high fastball struck Richardson out.
I think that's 9 on the night now, I believe. He's getting close to that 10 strikeout mark.
Let's see, 2, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 that I have on the night. Why don't you strike out another man? He'll give you 9, brother. Andrew Pendleton will come up now, number 16, left-handed hitter. High pop-up. It's going to be foul over the fence down there at the bullpen area of the Broncos, and they'll run out through the Bucks. I said Broncos, didn't
Yes.
I? They run up through an open gate. For some reason, the gate's open down there. I don't know why. To get that foul ball. 0-1 pitch now to Pendleton. Nice curveball on the outside corner of the plate, 0-2.
That might be his best curveball of the night.
That was a pretty one. And I love it when I can actually see the curve and be able to call it a curveball. A lot of times I can't tell if it's a curve or fast or slider or off speed. I can tell, of course. The 0-2 pitch. Well, line drive right up the middle, base hit. Going to send that man from second. Herring is going to come in and score to make it 6-2. So an RBI single by Pendleton gives the Bucks another run.
Again, Halton is having trouble closing out an inning.
Mm-hmm.
Ball hit right back where it came from.
Yep, right back under his glove and got the base hit.
Now batting number 32, Cole Turner.
So it's 6-2 in favor of Brookhaven here in the sixth.
Cole Turner now comes up. He's 0-2 on the evening. Where's number 32, right-handed hitter. First pitch by Hardy. Fouled off to the first base dugout. No balls, 1 strike. 2 men out, 1 run in here in the top of the 6th inning. Goes to first in a hurry. Runner is back under the tag, Pendleton.
Taking a lot of time, Halton.
He is taking a little bit more time in between there. 0-1 pitch. Nice job by Sam to keep it out in front. 1-1 pitch.
If he takes more than 10 seconds, Joe, he's taking too much time.
Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hardy checks his runner. Comes to the plate. High fastball. 2-1. Two one count. I'm sorry.
I was like, he's really slowed down.
Mm-hmm. The pitch, ground ball. Can Bozer get to it? Nice backhand. Long throw to first. Did he get him as he went by? He thought he did, but no, he got to first. So a base hit, infield single, moves the runner over to second there. A nice job by Bobby to get over there and backhand it. And a good long throw, but it pulled Bruiser off of first base enough to allow Turner to get to first. Runners on first and second now. Now, I said we got some action down in the bullpen for
Now
Gainesville.
batting number 10, Adam Haber.
Adam Haber, number 10, the left fielder, comes up now. Haber is 1 for 2 on the evening. Singled his last time. Here comes pitching coach Chris Carpenter. Going to come out and have a conversation with Adam.
May be getting close to his pitch count also.
Yeah. Well, I see in his right hand he's got the little pitch count, Mike, and good to see him having that. So he's out there talking to him, telling him what to do. And if I'm going to have somebody talking to me, I'd like to have that man talking to me out there.
I mean, he's got to be
Nice.
close to about 80 pitches. I will check our official score. I'd say at least 80. He's in the 6th inning of play. Maybe closer to 90, but let's see. Chris is going to wait till the umpire asks him to make up his mind.
Well, the umpire went out and circled around the mound and started back to home before Chris started walking away. He waited to the last second.
Say, hey, Russ, you like your pizza this way or this way? You know?
Exactly. All right, so we'll get back started now. We got Haber coming to bat. Runners on first and second. Pendleton at second. Turner at first. Alton Hardy stands ready. Looks into Sam Gilliam, gets his sign. The pitch. Fouled back over the top. As Mike said earlier.
I'm thinking of things I'll have to tell you between innings, Joe. It's
Okay.
just
Fouls him back over the top here.
all those things you can mention on a mound visit, you know.
Well, sometimes it's funny to hear what they talk about out there, you know, especially in Little League games. 0-1 pitch coming from Hardy. Foul back to the screen, 0-2. It's funny sometimes they'll have especially in the Little League World Series or regional, they'll have a coach mic'd up and he'll go out and talk to the pitcher. He said, "Hey, are you having fun?" You hear the pitcher say, "No," and he said, "Well, you need to. We're going to get a steak after the game." And I'm like, you guys are crazy, but I'm glad they do that for the kids to kind of keep them loose.
Absolutely.
Keep them going. We got to get some ice cream after the game. 0-2 pitch by Hardy to Aber. Here it is. Stayed high, 1-2.
This is unusual. Usually when Coach Carpenter comes out, first thing you see is strikes.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes as 1-2 pitch coming here. Right back at Halton. Halton will take a few steps over, throw it underhand over to Bruiser for the third out of the inning.
Well, they had an insurance run here in the 6th inning of play. We'll go the bottom half to 6. It's down Brookhaven 6, Gainesville 2 is your 2 to Sun Belt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM.
As you probably heard, I'm opening Michael's Coca-Cola, cold Coca-Cola.
You're going to hear the fresh sensation
of Coca-Cola going down his throat. That's right.
Thank you, Ryan.
C.J. Blackwell at the plate now. Thank you, Ryan, for getting Michael a drink. I get dry and I cough and take a swig of mine, and Mike needs a Coca-Cola. He's got to have that caffeine.
I do.
1-0 pitch. Low to C.J. C.J. doubled and got an RBI back in the third inning.
And they need to be a sponsor, you know it, Ryan?
Who's that, Coke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gold-Digger Baseball brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Ooh, almost hit him. That came in high and tight.
All right, time to get some runs here, Gold-Diggers.
Get some runs, as Harry would say.
Rally time.
I don't have a hat, or I'd turn it around to get some. 3-0 count now by Stevenson to Blackwell. Call strike on the outside corner, 3-1.
I think you look good either in our Glory cap or one of those Gainesville Gold-Digger caps.
Yep. C.J. Blackwell takes that one low. Now he makes it to base. Good start for the Gold-Diggers here in the bottom of the 6th with a walk.
Well, back in the third inning when the Gold-Diggers scored their 2 runs, got the leadoff man on.
John Anderson will come to the plate. Victim 2 strikeouts. I know John wants to get a base hit right now.
Yeah, I'd rather hear swinging right now, the runner on first, throwing by 4.
Yep. got a couple of home runs on the season, a couple of RBI, 10 RBI, excuse me. Get it going, keep it going here, John. Runner's going. He's going to be safe as he does a belly flop in there, but the throw was on the shortstop side.
So the Gold Diggers now 2 of 3 unofficially in the stolen base department.
Make some 89 for 113 on the season. Pitch to Anderson. Here it comes. Stayed inside. 2-0.
Remember I said last inning, work this guy.
Yeah.
Don't help him out.
Yep. Let him make him throw a lot of pitches. Make him throw a lot of pitches. 2-0 count now to the number 3 man in the lineup, John Anderson. He checks Blackwell at second, then comes home. There's a high chopper, third base side. It's going to be foul.
Yeah, it's been a game of inches tonight for the Gold Diggers. Go back that Jackson Mayo swing.
Yep.
Could have tied it.
Yep, he need to bring it back towards right field a few feet. He might could have brought us closer on the evening. Jackson stands in. Actually, at that point might have tied it up. Henderson will stand back in with a 2-1 count now. Stevenson looks, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That curveball stayed up high. Started up there and stayed up. I think it started above his head and broke around his neck.
I think now you can just sit on your pitch.
Mm-hmm. Probably could. 3 balls, 1 strike to John Anderson. They're going to second. Ooh, that one was close. CJ did make it back. The pitcher wheeled and threw it. He went back the other way, and the second baseman, Wright, was coming over, but the throw was on the second base or the first base side of second.
And that's when you rewind on your YouTube. That's an outstanding move.
The pitch. Outside, walked him. So 2 walks in a row, 2 runners in a row. First and second, Theo Bryant. Now we're going to have a pitching change, I do believe. Yes,
Probably
we are.
so.
He's going to come out there. One of the coaches with nobody out and 2 men on here in the bottom of the 6th for the Gold Diggers.
We'll keep it right here this time around. You're tuned to Gainesville Gol'Diggers baseball. Joe and Mike with you here on this Friday night. 6-2 in favor of Brookhaven. I love it. Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton, one of her greatest hits of all time.
That's just Ryan, you come up with some of the best music ever.
So
Let's see who this guy is when he turns around and gives us a number in a minute.
Gold Diggers with their first spin on here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
He's wearing glasses, I can tell you that. But it is not going to be Wild Thing from the
Thank
movie
goodness
Major
for
League.
that.
It is not Charlie Sheen, because it doesn't have
Well, W2
21.
teams-
Number 21 is coming in. 21 is Logan Frady. Logan Frady, East Georgia College, Sharpsburg, Georgia.
These 2 teams play tomorrow night, 7:05 at Oglethorpe University in Metro Atlanta.
Do they? I did not know that.
What I got on my schedule.
Now pitching for Brookhaven, number 21, Logan Frady.
And then Monday night, the Gold Diggers go on the road down to Kennesaw State and take on the Atlanta Crackers. They're back here on Wednesday night against the Crackers.
Frady is 12.2 innings so far this year, 1.42 ERA. He's got 8 strikeouts and 6 walks, 9 hits against him in his 12 innings, so you need to wait on him and hit it. Ryan has the lights flickering, hopefully to mess the guy up. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, let's get ready to rumble. Get those bats rumbling here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As we said, Logan Frady, new pitcher. There's number 21.
Well, I tell you, we're talking about intimidating a pitcher. I can tell you
That would be right there, the way the lights are flickering on like you see at the North Hall.
this place has been intimidating, but also mentioned North Hall. their baseball field, their Cottrell field, has been very intimidating.
Yep.
And, of course, no place any better than City Park Stadium, Bobby Green Field.
Exactly right. Great place to watch a football game. Theo Bright will come to the plate now. Theo 0 for 2 on the evening. You know, he'd like to get an add to his RBI total right here, Mike, and so would the Gold Diggers like to see that.
But don't first pitch swing, please.
Don't wait on the kid. Let's see what he's got first. He comes set, checks his runners. Here's the pitch. That one's low and inside.
Thank you.
Frady. First pitch to Theo Bryant was the ball. 1-0. Frady checks the runner at second. Blackwell. The pitch. High pop-up on the infield will be an infield fly. The second baseman, Wright, will come over and take it for the first out of the inning.
Just got under it.
Yep, he did.
Again, a game of inches tonight.
1 man out now.
So Theo automatically out there.
And Michael Bruiser struck out a couple times. Michael looking for his first hit of the evening. You know, I wonder if Theo might be pressing a little bit right there in that situation. You know, one of the leaders on the team offensively batting fourth, and he wants to get something done. That pitch is low.
Again, just let this guy throw a strike.
Mm-hmm. So what he can do down there, another guy warming up in the bullpen for the Bucks.
You got the potential tying run in the on-deck circle.
Pitch by Hardy. High pop-up. Going to drift back and back. Going to go into foul territory. The first baseman's got a chance. It went foul. Woo, that was close. Looked like it hit the top of the fence down there. If it had been an inch or two to the other side of that fence, Guyton might have had a play, Michael.
Yeah, new pitcher in for the Bucks here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Logan Frady in the contest.
So Stevenson went 5 complete innings.
He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Gold Diggers on the night. Pitch, runner going. He's going to be safe as he got under it. He tagged him high. CJ was able to get under the tag for the stolen base.
And stole that one, the pitcher.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a ball. So
I think it was a ball.
1-1 now on Michael Bruiser. That one bounced up, came back behind, and it's going to be a foul tip, I think is what they're calling.
Ooh, bad break.
That foul back against the catcher, the way he's kind of hobbling as the umpire walks out to hand the pitcher a new ball. Sam Gilliam will come up and retrieve the ball that bounced back to the fence. And to the umpires to come back up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out. Runners on the corners now for the Gold Diggers. Need to get one or both or all of these runs in here right here. Bruiser. Throw goes over to first. Chasing John Anderson back, who got in easily.
Interesting strategy there.
And Anderson giving some signals over to Blackwell after they dove back in safely. The pitch. That one's low. Bounced up there, nobody going anywhere. Nice job by their catcher Pendleton to keep it out in front of him that time.
I'll even take a balk right now, Joe.
That'd be pretty, wouldn't it? It'd be pretty for us. I don't know that it'd be pretty for the other team. As it gets darker and later evening, we have rain moving in. I know y'all did not want to hear that. Throw over to first, not in time as Anderson dives back in safely.
So I wonder sometimes how many steps down the third baseline you'll make when he does that.
Yep. Full count pitch, grounded out to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to throw it to second, on to first for the double play.
And they'll do it just like that. Again, a game of inches for Gainesville as they go down here, stranding that runner on third base at the bottom of the sixth inning. We'll go to the top of the seventh. It is still Brookhaven 6, Gainesville 2 as you're tuned to Sun Belt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. Baseball field, and Mike always making a pitching change. He'll be going with Zach Valentine down the mound for the Gol'Diggers.
Zach Valentine.
Zach Valentine will be taking over the pitching duties on the rest of the evening. Valentine pitched 16.2 innings this year, has a 1.62 ERA with 22 strikeouts. See what he can do right here. Shut them down, hold them to the sixth, and then my games will come in and get the hit parade started, hopefully.
Well, again, I mentioned before, it's been a game of inches for Gainesville. Just like even that double play there, it showed. Another inch or two, it could have been at least one RBI going into that one, but instead ends up being a double play and you're out of the inning.
Halton Hardy with 8 strikeouts and 2 walks on the night. Diamant, the batter, Dimitri. Number 9, shortstop, number 9 hitter in the lineup. First pitch swung on a missed, gets by our catcher. Rolls back up there to the
Here's what you have seen Zach Valentine do, Joe, since you've seen him play this year. Getting better every time he's out there on the hill.
He has. Looks like he's more comfortable. I know the first time out there, it didn't look like he was comfortable. He's gotten more comfortable, gotten more steady there. Throws a lot of strikes now. There's 2 in a row right there, 0-2 now. He just rears back and slings it. Doesn't waste a lot of time. Comes set, the 0-2 pitch by Zach. Here it is. Lifted high, and it's going to be foul. Still 0-2.
Let's just go ahead and say that, be economic. Go ahead and just, get every pitch a strike.
Good crowd here at Ivy Watson today, Michael, this evening.
Oh, you're hearing a lot on our station about the Gol'Diggers.
Lifted high into right field. Theo's going to come over in shallow right field for the first out of the inning.
You're hearing Ryan's voice about as much as my voice on the station now.
That's because you're quiet and Ryan's really loud down there, and we got 2 speakers down here close to him so we can hear him.
Now batting number 31.
No, I'm talking about the stations throughout the day. You'll hear about the Gol'Diggers.
Okay, gotcha. Nicholas Guyton. I thought you'd be spending that on the game day. Nicholas Guyton comes up. He's 0-2 on the night. Stands in. First pitch swinging, hits one sharply foul down the third base side. Zach ahead of the hitter like he was on the first guy. 0-1 pitch. Again, hit one up in the close to one of the cars, I'm sure, unless a tree knocked it down. 0-2 now. So 5 straight strikes thrown by Zach Valentine. Zach with an 0-2 count. Outside, first ball of the evening, 1-2.
Only changes made for the Gol'Diggers have been the battery there with now Sam Gillian catching in place of Shabert, and now Zach Valentine pitching.
Valentine looks in, gets his sign. 1-2 pitch. That curveball stayed outside the entire time. Now 2-2 now on Nicholas Guyton. I'd say bring it in there. He struck out twice. Bring it in there, challenge him on the inside corner, see what he can do.
That outside corner is always waiting.
Yep. Inside corner, but it went too far inside. So now it's 3-2 now on Guyton. I don't think he can catch up with it. If I'm Zach, I'm going to challenge him right here, Mike. The payoff pitch from Valentine to Guyton. Here it is. Outside, walking. And really did need to lose the number 10 man. That brings up Max Beck Berenson. Came in for Poist back in the 4th inning defensively and struck out his first time up looking. Berenson stands in with the runner on first.
What's the move by Zach to first?
Swing and a miss on a cutter that drifted outside. Mike, he won't go to first because Guyton might be a step and a half off the bag. He's obviously not as fast as some of these cats. So he has got 2-3 steps off. That one's fouled back over the top. It's cooled off nicely with the cloud cover, but now we got to watch the clouds back to the northwest, as that's where the rain is moving in from.
As long as we don't see any lightning.
I hope not. The 0-2 pitch by Valentine. Time call. Valentine checks the runner, who is about a step off the bag. The pitch outside. 1 and 2. Oh, they go back in a hurry. Nice job by Sam Gilliam to sling it down to first, but that man was not very far off the bag, like I said, and got back easily. 1 ball, 2 strikes with an out and a runner on first here in the top of the 7th inning. Lightning flashing in the bat. One bounced up, got away from Sam, and the runner will trot down to second on the wild pitch.
Got the detector up here, right, Ryan? We're checking it.
I don't know.
It's got to be here somewhere.
Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 man out. We did have that flash lightning down.
I think the limit's 5 miles.
There's a high fly ball set out into right center field. Will drop in for a base hit, and the runner will circle third and stay there with a base hit by Berenson, his first of the night. And 1 man out, 2 outs, and will bring up Aiden Wright, the second baseman, who is 0 for 1 tonight.
Now batting number 33, Aiden Wright.
So now it's time for Zach to nail this thing down here in the 7th inning.
Stands in, 1 man out, runners on the corners. First pitch is outside.
So you can tell how the wind's changed also. It's coming.
Mm-hmm. 1-0 pitch from Valentine. Ooh, I thought that was on the corner. Now it's 2-0.
Well, he's working the corners.
Mm-hmm. Heavily.
We are about to.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was looking there a second ago. Ryan and I are sharing our pictures of our
Phone app.
phone app with the weather app there, and we look like we're fixing to get a little rain. Throw over to first. Berenson back in plenty of time.
I'm more concerned about the lightning detector.
Well, it's, 2-0 pitch. Stayed inside, 3-0 now. Three balls, no strikes, 1 man out, runners on the corners. The pitch. Outside corner call strike. They throw back to first in a hurry, but he's back under the tag.
Well, I can't tell you, our meteorologist, Laura Huckabee from GNN, gives you the most accurate weather forecast you're going to find here in North Georgia.
Yep. Unless you're wanting Joe to give it to you, and then sometimes you can get a better one from me. Nothing against Laura sometimes, okay? Swung on and missed for strike 2. Three-two count, 1 man out.
7 miles away.
The pitch, nobody going now. He's going down to second on delayed steal. He's going to be safe as he rolled in there. I think the ball bounced up there and was on top of him. The man's out with a swinging strike. Is right for the second out of the inning, but we'll have a stolen base by Berenson.
Just heard Ryan say the lightning's 7 miles away, so it's getting closer.
Yep.
Now
Hopefully
batting number 7, Jack
Drift.
Herring.
drift east or south west of us. Yep.
Now it's time to get this inning over with, Zach.
Herring at the plate. Right fielder wears number 7. Got on hit by a pitch and time call for a moment. They get back there. Runners on second and third now. Berenson at second. Guyton at third. 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Foul off at the plate. 0-2.
You can hear the thunder now.
Well, you know what that means. He's going to have to play the Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks here this next half inning.
Hey, I'm sure he's getting ready to go anytime.
The 0-2 pitch coming from Valentine. Here it is. Outside, stayed there.
Yeah, got to take care of our
1-2.
cameras outside, too.
That's what they're doing right now. So if
they're getting them ready.
If we go dark, that's what's going on, folks. Dark as far as cameras. We'll still be on there talking with you. The 1-2 count. Zach looks in, gets his sign from Sam Gilliam. The pitch. Swung on him, missed. Struck him out. First base is vacant. They'll throw it down there and got him out. 2-3 on the putout for the third out of the inning.
Yeah, good job of damage control by Valentine here in the seventh inning stretch time from Bobby Watson Field. It is Brookhaven 6, Gainesville 2 as you're tuned to Sunbelt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Overzealous foul ball catcher.
Mr. Overzealous foul ball catcher.
You're nowhere close to that foul ball heading for the bleachers. Who cares? You're going for it.
That ball's mine.
Hot dog vendors.
One more time, bottom of the seventh inning here from Bobby Watson Baseball Field. And the real man getting ready to come back with a play-by-play, Joe Gailey.
I'm back. I did my seventh inning stretch, and then Ryan started playing our.
How far did you stretch, Joe?
From here to the window. Now we're listening to one of the best in-between inning, seventh inning stretch commercials ever, and Mr. Ryan plays it.
You overzealous foul ball man.
Overzealous foul ball man. And remember, why buy a souvenir when you can fight for one? Exactly.
But you could buy all the Gainesville Gol'Digger merchandise at the concession stand here.
Exactly right. You can buy all you want: T-shirts, caps. I even saw a little car window sticker up on somebody's window today, so they might have those down there too.
Go try and unplug that.
Sam Gilliam. Sam Gilliam will come to the plate, followed by Bobby Bozer or Clay Alberson. Let's go ahead and get 5 right here. It'll be a complete game and be done with it, fellas. What do you think?
Headlights.
Okay, we got headlights on up here behind,
Please turn your headlights off.
up behind the
Back
third
to the
base
left
side.
of the press box.
Then the first baseman's eye. Good
Might be
job to-
automatic, you know.
Stop it. Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yep. They got it turned off. The home plate umpire saw it as well as the first baseman and got it off there. Here's the first pitch to Sam. Swung on the miss at a big high fastball that came in there.
Get the leadoff man on here.
Yep.
Is this pitcher in his second inning of work?
Need to get about 6 men on in a row and let them all score. Here's the pitch. That one bounced up, about 57-footer. Remember, the plate is 60 foot 6 inches from the back tip of home plate to the front tip of the pitching rubber. And if I say 57 feet, that means it hitting the dirt in front, ladies and gentlemen. That one's hit high on the infield. First baseman, second baseman, first baseman makes the grab for the first out of the inning.
Well, all night long, the Gol'Digger batter's been just getting under it, hasn't they?
Yeah, they have. All night long, Michael, as Mike said. They've been under a lot of swings that have been pop-ups on the infield or fly balls that level swings or maybe not getting under, maybe on the ground or something, seeing eye stuff. Just missing that stuff tonight for sure.
That brings up shortstop Bobby Bozer.
Bobby hit one long and deep, and it's over the scoreboard for a dinger for the Gol'Diggers.
No doubt.
First hit, first pitch swinging, and he hit a ton
Rocket.
over the left field fence and the scoreboard out there to make it 6-3.
You've
Gainesville.
seen the baseball from ESPN orbit just screaming.
Yep.
That one had to hurt.
He got a hold of that one for sure. Just ripped and looked up and boom, it was out of here.
6-3 in favor of Brookhaven.
Clay Alberson will come to the plate now. Clay going to try and keep it going for the Gol'Diggers. Low and outside.
I would love to have seen the exit velocity on that hit. I'm telling you, that was gone quickly.
The 1-0 pitch stayed outside, 2-0. I'd say it was over 100 miles an hour. 102, 108, 155, something like that.
Add a 0 to it, it was gone.
Yeah. Got out of there. 3-0 count now, so 3 straight pitches, 3 straight balls taken by Clay Alberson. Let's get Clay on and bring up Bryce Roddy. Bryce Roddy actually the leading batting average on the Gol'Diggers team. Clay stands in. That pitch was a strike. 3-1 now. That one's hit high into left field. But it's going to be foul down into the bullpen area.
Ball's carrying now.
Yep.
With this rain coming, you can feel it.
That's the Jackson song. You can feel it. Da-da. You don't want to hear me sing, do you? I'm sorry. Full count now. The payoff pitch as Clay Alberson trots back up and Bryce Roddy grabs the bat, hands it to him, and they have a little discussion as Clay walks away with a grin on his face. So.
Roddy and Alberson, of course, teammates at North Greenville.
Mm-hmm. I said, hey, get on so I can knock you in, okay, buddy? Help us out. The payoff pitch with 1 man out. Here it is. Inside, ball 4. Just what he needed to do right there. Now his teammate from North Greenville will come up with 1 in and 1 out. Bryce Roddy comes to plate. Roddy batting .355 on the season. No home runs, 5 RBIs.
And Joe, immediately you can feel the momentum down the home team side at that big home run.
See if Bryce can get one down the line down here to move some running around. Flashing pretty heavy back over above Casper Cove down there, Michael.
Again, 5 miles the limit as far as I know.
That got away from the catcher. That will be a
wild
pitch.
Alberson goes to second.
Second.
Got to hurry, guys.
Bryce Roddy at the plate. Now the question that we would have, because we are in the bottom of the 7th, would they pick it up at this point tomorrow?
Probably.
And finish it? And
probably
play the
that Brookhaven.
Mm-hmm. The Jeopardy theme being played by our humble PA man, Ryan Casper. Killing time. Wow.
Well, they could do that right now. They could say, hey, we're going to play at my place tomorrow.
Yep, they could. They could.
Finish it or something.
Yeah.
1-0 count.
7:05 tomorrow night.
1 man out, runner on second, the pitch. Call strike outside corner, 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike, 1 man out, a home run by Bobby Bozer to cut it to 3. Here's the pitch. That one's low, 2-1.
Again, the tying runs in the on-deck circle for the Gol'Diggers. Here at the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 6-3.
A bunch of heavy rain up in the Loniga area too, moving down towards us. That pitch is outside. It's now 3-1. Ball got away from Frady briefly. Three balls, 1 strike by Frady to our batter. Bryce Roddy is outside.
There you
ball
go.
4.
Just like that, for the second time in as many innings, a tying run comes to the plate for the Gol'Diggers.
Trip Moore will come up. Trip 1 for 2 on the evening. Trip 320 coming in.
Now batting for the Gol'Diggers.
Still right around there, I'm
Trip
sure.
Moore.
Got a couple of dingers on the season. See what he can do here.
Go ahead and go long, Trip.
Infield fly rule is in effect, and unfortunately we had that played last time. The infield on the corners is in. The first baseman's in on the grass. Third base is even with the bag. The pitch. That one stayed high and inside.
We go to the top of the batting order after Tripp.
Tripp needs to get on. Bring up Mayo, Blackwell, and Anderson. The 1-0 pitch. Stayed outside, 2-0.
You wonder how long the Bucks head coach is going to go with this man.
Got one man down there in the bullpen warming up. Frady checks his runner at second. Here's the pitch. Ground ball going to get through. Base hit. Let's see if that man can score. That's going to be Clay. He's going to hold up, and bases will be loaded for Jackson Mayo. Tripp with an opportune base hit to move everybody up 90 feet. That'll bring up Jackson Mayo, center fielder.
Again, look at the bottom of the order's done for the Gol'Diggers, Joe.
Now the coach, one of the coaches will come out and talk to Frady. I believe they're going to bring another man in. Yes, they are. So Frady's going to be done for the evening. Let's see who this next man is that's going to come up, trot up there for the Bucks.
Again, you got Alverson, Roddy, and Moore on the bases for the Gol'Diggers, and Jackson Mayo will face a new man.
Another right-hander coming up to the mound.
And you love it how they keep coming back.
Yep.
They're never out of a game, really, Joe.
I don't think they ever are. Well, they were down 6-0 to this team that first game of the year, and they came back and tied it up. Number 26. 26 is Henry Collins. Henry Collins from Sandy Springs, Georgia, another product of the University of the South, is now in the game, pitching. And Collins has only pitched 1/3 of an inning and has a strikeout. So he throws it pretty hard for a little guy.
Number 26, Henry Collins.
So Collins will come in there and try and shut the door for the Bucks here in the bottom of the 7th as the Gol'Diggers try and reach and tie this one up. They're down 3, 6-3. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Or excuse me, 6 hits. I'll get it right in a second. Whew, there's a lightning flash out deep in center field. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Bucks. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Gol'Diggers. Told you I'd get it right after a while.
And the potential winning run now is at home plate for Jackson Mayo.
Mayo stands over there on the home deck circle. Now he starts easing up.
Can you say home field advantage?
Yeah, for real.
Now, do you go ahead and first pitch swing, but do you go ahead and I'm able to throw some strikes?
Well, I think I'm going to let this kid throw me a strike, see what he can do. You know, that was good a while ago when they brought the other guy in because he threw a couple of balls.
I mean, Bobby had that rocket for a home run.
Jackson Mayo.
Jackson, number 2, the leadoff hitter, plays center field for the Diggers.
Yeah, just the one out.
1 man out, infield fly rule still in effect. Hopefully we won't come into play. Jackson stands in, first pitch from Collins. Here it is. Outside corner. He thought about swinging but held up. Outside corner was a strike. No balls, 1 strike now. On the leadoff hitter for the Gainesville Gol'Diggers. Takes his time. He steps off the back of the rubber, and then he comes right back on. Wasn't ready or something. Probably figured Jackson was going to step out, so he just broke the monotony. 0-1 pitch by Collins, way outside.
I can't let everybody know here at the ballpark, if you're going to your cars and stay here for a while, just go to 97.5 FM on your car radios and tune into the broadcast.
Still listen to us. Hang out in the parking lot and listen to us. The excitement that hopefully we'll be able to give to you here shortly.
Get past this rain that's coming.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Outside, 2-1.
There you go. Looking for a 7th inning rally here.
Hopefully they can get one going right here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 man out. Bases loaded for the Diggers. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ooh.
Outside corner.
Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Albertson on third, Roddy on second, Tripmore on first. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. That one was closer than the other one.
Yes, it was.
And so Jackson Mayo strikes out looking for the second out of the inning.
So 2 outs, and then he got to get a run in here, trailing 6-3. Bases loaded.
C.J. Blackwell.
That brings up C.J. Blackwell, the left fielder, Joe.
CJ, 2 for 2 tonight, a single and a double, has an RBI. Pitch by Collins. Here he comes. Got away, run. Hopefully he'll get in here and score. Yes, he will. He's going to be safe. Slides under the tag. 1 more run in as Albertson scampered in after the wild pitch by Collins.
Roddy will go to third, but Moore down at second.
Yep. Roddy went to third. Moore at second now.
6-4 the score.
1-0 now.
A base hit would tie the ball game, Joe.
C.J. Blackwell stands just outside the back, looks down to his coach in the third base dugout, or coach's box.
Wait on it, though.
You're ahead, you might as well. Here's the pitch. That's low, 2-0.
First base is open. Again, tying run is on second.
2 balls, no strike. 2 men out, 2 runs in. 2 runs in, excuse me. The pitch. Outside, almost got away from him again and scored another guy. Wow.
That'll work.
Collins a little everywhere on this.
He's on ball 4.
Yeah. 3-0.
Red light's got to be on.
Bryce Roddy giving some encouragement from third base. Here's the pitch. That one almost went outside. Went outside, almost thrown away again for another walk. So Blackwell on again.
Again, this was 2 outs in the inning now. Looking for a big 2-out hit.
John Anderson, 0 for 2 with a walk. Walked his last time. Catcher goes out and talks to the pitcher right here. That is Pendleton talking to Collins.
Collins getting the third pitcher used for the Bucks this evening. Stevenson wins
Now we
5.
got the coach is going to come out there again, see if they change. And yep, there comes another guy. Well, no, he stopped and picked up a ball, so I don't think this guy I don't think changes. The other coach is the one that changes. Might be just the pitching coach here.
I'm telling you, they could be wasting some time here.
Yep.
Or as the song says, killing time.
Yep. Very well may be, because as we talked with Ryan, we don't know for sure, but we would think they would go down, since they play again tomorrow night, down in Gainesville or down in Atlanta, that they would probably pick it up from
Start a little earlier than the 7:05 game time for the scheduled game.
Start with it, pick it up from the point it was interrupted.
Yep.
Finish it, and then go on from there. If that were to be the case, you would hope for a twin killing, if you would, by the Gol'Diggers. John Anderson stands in after the visit to the mound. Bases are loaded with Diggers.
Again, 2 outs, John.
First pitch to him is low. According to my lie detector, 9.8 miles is the closest one, so I think we're okay. The pitch. High pop-up
Broke his
on
bat.
the infield. Catcher went out and made the play, so F2 on the putout for the third out of the inning.
But we scored 2. We'll go to the top of the 8th inning. It is now Brookhaven 6, Gol'Diggers 4. as you're tuned to Sunbelt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. Interesting, 6'4" is the score. Max DeJong comes in to be the third pitcher for the Gol'Diggers. He comes in for Zach Valentine. Gainesville scoring 2 runs, but leaving the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning. That may have been their chance. And Joe, really about 9.8 miles, you were saying, the line. It's like basically over at the North Georgia Premium Outlet Mall over in Dawsonville.
That's about where it is. So he's here in the top of the 8th inning. Is Max DeJong.
When we were seeing Max pitch, he throws it as hard as anybody we've seen.
He's pitching 6.2, has a 1.35 ERA, 15 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And he brings it up there about as hard as we've seen anybody, as Mike said, this season.
Here's that 15 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings.
Yep. He's bringing it for sure.
That's just 20 outs and 15 but strikeouts.
Yep. So first up, or leading off, starting off this inning for the Bucks will be their 4, 5, and 6, Carlson, Richardson, Pendleton, batting for them in here in the top of the 8th inning. Carlson, the third baseman, wears number 2. Marietta, Georgia native.
Yeah, the big difference in the ball game was a 3-run homer.
Number 2, Kyle
Early the ball game by Carlson.
Draws something in the dirt, then steps in. Now he's ready. DeJong will come set. First pitch is going to be a fastball. It is a hard one, a swing and a miss. Max can bring it, Mike, and I'm pretty well predicting from the first pitch by Max is going to be a strike or be a fastball because he can sling it. Looks in, gets his sign. The 0-1 pitch.
You heard, oh.
I don't know what that was.
Time's called.
No, I don't know what that was, but it's fouled off to the right over the first base dugout, so 0-2. As Max is way ahead in the count now.
Everything he brings is hard.
Mm-hmm. The 0-2 pitch, here it is. Swing on the miss, struck him out.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, see ya.
Can't catch up with that stuff. When Max throws it, it's hard for them guys to catch up with it. Mike, he can bring it.
Again, the Gol'Diggers, double figures in strikeouts again.
Mm-hmm.
Batting number 3, Wade Richardson.
Wade Richardson, number 3, one of the EHs in the lineup tonight. First pitch. High and outside. The 1-0 pitch, here it is. Outside again. He's bringing it, but it's outside. I don't know if he's
overthrowing it again.
I think he is, yeah, because this cat's 0 for 3. I'd bring it on up there. So, but that's me. The 2-0 pitch with 1 man out in the top of the 8th. That's going to be a flare over the third base side and going to be a fall in and get a base hit. Takes a big wide turn, but he's going to have to scamper back to first with a single by Richardson.
Little Sunbelt League hit there, buddy.
Yep. A little flare off the end of the bat hit it out there, and that's going to bring up Andrew Pendleton, the catcher.
Batting number 16, Andrew Pendleton.
Pendleton 1 for 3 on the evening. Singled his last time up.
Top of the 8th inning. Gold Diggers trailing 6-4 now.
They have cut it to 2 runs. Need to hold them right here and come back and get them. That one's low. Outside. 1-0. Runner on first is Richardson. A little flare single, or Sunbelt League single as we call them. 1-0 pitch. Foul back to the screen. And it got back to the screen as hard as Max threw it. Did you got there in the boom that quick, Mike?
Yep, bang, bang.
Yep. Split second.
I tell you one thing, buddy, if we finish this game without a lightning delay, we're going to be very blessed tonight.
Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 man out.
You can hear the rumblings. Or is that wind? Which one is it, Brian? One of the two.
The pitch. Strike call outside corner, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first. The pitch. Stayed inside. That's thunder right there.
Yes, you heard that one. And we're getting close to having to call this one for a bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ooh, way outside.
You know,
3-2.
I'd love to see Joe stat the percentage of strikes to pitches thrown for the Young.
Mm-hmm. I think I have that on my sheet here, but that would be interesting to see. Yep. Payoff pitch by Max DeJong. Swung on, lifted foul over the bullpen on the third base side. Oh, he got a cramp in his foot there or something. He was bending his foot back towards him and took a big punch at it. Get that cramp out of the top of his foot, evidently. 3-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball foul down the first base side.
Yeah, we haven't seen anybody yet catch up
No.
to a pitch from Max DeJong.
No, nobody's caught up with anything. I think we've seen some flares like we saw that in a minute ago, and that's been it. The payoff pitch again. Inside, walked him. That don't happen much, but he walked that batter. Sends a runner to second. Richardson. 1 man out, 2 men on. Brings up Cole Turner, who singled his last time up. 1 for 3 on the evening.
Batting number 32, Cole Turner.
Cole will stand in with his blue helmet. We don't see I think they bring their own helmets with them when they come in, might do the players, and so they've all got different color helmets. One of the guys has a white helmet. You see some black helmets and whatever, so might be what they used at college or what they might just picked one up for the season here for them to play. First pitch is outside ball.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what Russ Nelson's going to do if he keeps hearing thunder here.
Well, they call time. Sam Gilliam calls time to go out to Max to maybe calm him down. He's thrown a couple of balls in a row there, and that's uncharacteristic of Max. He's usually right there around the plate on every pitch.
And he's throwing the ball I think just too hard.
Mm-hmm. It might be.
Well, you see what happens, Joe. You open up your hip, your arm goes in a different direction, that kind of thing.
Yep.
It all comes down to your lower body.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've seen that a lot of times this year, the arm motion, if you release it too high up, too late, whatever. Swung on and missed it, a hard, low fastball right there. Sam probably went out there and said, look, throw it like you did to that first cat. Just sling it up here, buddy. I can't hit it. Let's just get some pitches in here. The 1-1 pitch. That one's high and inside. 2-1.
Talk about slinging. Have you seen the Atlanta Braves pitcher that uses a slingshot?
No.
When he's warming up?
No.
Not during a game, but just before a ball game, that kind of thing?
Like to warm up with a real
Yes,
slingshot?
got one of these old-fashioned David Goliath type of slingshots. Takes his ball and he can just throw a ball one side of the ballpark, the other, they say. It's amazing.
That pitch is low. Oh, nice snap throw by Sam Gilliam. Got him down at third base.
Great job by Sam Gilliam.
Sam got out of the box in a hurry on that low outside pitch and threw a BB.
I hear Harry Carey saying.
Down to Alberson at third. 2-5 on the put out for the second out of the inning.
Put on a tee for you there. All you do is just sling it there, right?
Cole Turner will step up now. Or excuse me, Cole Turner's still up. 2-2 pitch now. Max steps off the bat. Says, roll over him again there for me, Sam.
Get out of the inning.
Throw a BB up there. I don't think he can hit it. Let's see what happens. 2-2 pitch.
Where was that?
Ball 3. Might have been low.
Russ, if that's not a strike, there ain't a chicken in Gainesville, Georgia.
Don't let him hear you. You'll have to wave your cane, and that wouldn't be good. And that one's a little flares after our second baseman. Anderson catches it for the third out of the inning.
Hey, another good job by Max DeJean getting the Bucks out of this inning. A great job by Sam Gilliam to help out here in the 8th inning of play. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. It is still Brookhaven 6 and Gainesville 4 here on 97.5 Glory FM. Friday night, we're back to you on Wednesday. Another pitching change being made by Brookhaven.
Cole McNamee from Alpharetta, Georgia Tech product, will come in there and pitch now. McNamee wears number 35. Pitched in 4 innings, 2.25 ERA. Struck out 7 with no walks on the season for Brookhaven.
Probably my favorite sports music playing right now.
Yep. And it's apropos for every sport, but especially baseball and basketball.
From Sirius. When I was doing PA back in the day at North Hall High School, that's what we used when Greg Williams was head coach, and he did that, and I did that very thing. Group is Sirius, the name of the group. You can say, Alexa, play the Chicago Bulls theme, and she'll give you the exact name of that song.
Alexa, play that song.
Play the Chicago Bulls theme.
That's when you. And now, the starting 5 for your Chicago Bulls.
We say we can do it now for your Gainesville Gol'Diggers.
Gainesville Gol'Diggers. Due up, Theo Bryant.
There you go.
Michael Bruiser and Sam Gilliam. 4, 5, and 6 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sounds like a run or two to me, Michael. I wish they'd get some right here. What do you think?
It's out of the ball game up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 6-4 Brookhaven.
Theo's due in this game. No better time than right now to take advantage of this.
Been catch up all night long and been a game of inches.
Yep.
Let the bases loaded. One big time in the game. Got up under, like was John Anderson breaking his bat last time, Joe. Just a heartbreaking play.
Yep. Exactly.
So let's see what this pitcher can do against the Gol'Diggers.
Theo comes up to the plate. Like I said, 0 for 3 on the evening. Needs to get things going right here, right off the bat. That pitch is low.
Again, about to don't rush it though. You say off the bat, just go ahead and
just take your time.
Watch this guy throw some pitches, hopefully for balls.
2-0 pitch. Low and inside, 2-0. fell off. Okay, it was the catcher's armband or something fell off his hand there. So I knew something fell off there behind Theo. It must have been an armband or something there. 2-0 pitch. Swung on a miss. Big cut there by Theo on that cutter from McNamee.
Again, the cleanup hitter, right?
Yep, cleanup again tonight is Theo. Has been the last few games we've done here. There's a ground ball. Will he get past? Nope, shortstop Diamant will pick it up. Oh, but he throws it in the dirt over there, and it bounces away from the first baseman, so an E6 will get the number 4 man on to start this inning. The official scorekeeper agrees, or I agree with him.
And that means the tying run's at the plate again.
Michael Bruiser will now come to the plate.
It is very still, though, out there now, Joe. Very still outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dark because the wind's blowing in here because of the fans. I can't tell what it's doing out there, but very well may be. First pitch to Bruiser. Strike called outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Right on first after the error by Diamant. Goes to first. And back in time is Theo.
It shows you how close this ball game's been when you have the tying run at the plate for the 3rd time.
Yep, for sure. For sure. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low. 1-1.
That's got to be getting close when it comes to the Lightning. But no rain yet.
One ball, 1 strike. 1 man on. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch. Stayed up high. 2-1. McNamee looking to hold them right here with their 4 runs. Only 2 runs behind, 6-4 here in the bottom of the 8th inning are the Gol'Diggers. Been playing catch up all night, as Mike said. Swung on a miss, a big cut. That time by Michael Bruiser.
I wonder who the coach will use tomorrow night in the game down at Oglethorpe.
He's used 4 so far tonight. I'm sure he's got a roster of about 15 pitchers, it looks like.
And the forecast is worse for tomorrow night, by the way.
It is. 80% chance tomorrow, 70% on Friday. Or Sunday, excuse me. Throw over to first, not in time as Theo gets back in under.
Yeah, even a chance of rain on Monday when the Gol'Diggers play at Kennesaw State against the Crackers.
Well, we're in a pattern of afternoon thunder showers, as Georgia has so often. Swing and a miss struck him out. 2 big swings on those last 2 pitches by Michael Bruiser strikes him out with 1 man out now and a man on. Sam Gilliam will come to the plate.
Now batting for Gainesville, number 6, Sam Gilliam.
Sam started as the extra hitter and then came behind the plate after the injury to Andrew Shadburn.
Yep. Sam, see if Sam can keep things going here. Goes over to first again, not in time.
Maybe a hit and run here.
That'd be nice. First pitch now coming to Sam from McNamee. Outside, 1-0.
And you know Sam's got an excellent eye when it comes to strike zone.
Oh yeah, he's a smart hitter. He's bumped his average up through the season too. He's batting over 250 now.
Well, again, he's getting better every game.
Like to see a nice little base hit right here. Go to first again. He must be really worried about Theo there at first. Theo can scamper though. Let's see. Theo is, well, he's only 6 out of 10 this year. Stolen bases, only 60%. The pitch. That one bounced away. Is going to send him to second, so we won't have to worry about that now.
That's a wild pitch.
Yep. Wild has to be. Yep, it bounced up there. WP in your scorebook if you're scoring at home. Moves the runner over to second, and Sam Gilliam stands in with a 2-ball, no strike count with 1 man out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gol'Diggers behind 6-4. trying to rally. They rallied and tied it up the first game of the year down at Brookhaven before losing that game. The pitch. There's a high fly ball, but it's going to be hooking foul. Out of play down there over the bullpen of the Bucks.
The base hit would give the Gol'Diggers another run, surely, with Theo out there at second base.
I would think so.
6-4 Bucks here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
2-1 pitch. Coming to Sam. Sam hits a high fly ball. Is it going to have enough? It's going. Caught on the fence.
Oh.
Caught at the fence. Doggone it. But it will get the man over to third. Nice throw by Theo to tag up as Sam hit that a ton. And I don't know if the wind held it up or not, but it was right there at the fence where the outfielder caught it, Mike.
Again, a game of inches tonight for Gainesville. Goodness gracious.
Runner moves over now. 2 outs. Bobby Bozer steps up.
That close to tying the game.
Yep.
Bobby Bozer.
Got that runner 90 feet away, so a pass ball could cut it to 1.
Well, last time Bozer was up.
Yep, Bozer hit a dinger last time. A solo shot over that left field fence and over the scoreboard. Inside corner, call strike.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sam gave that one a pretty good ride. The outfielder out there, Haber, had to run all the way to the base of the fence to catch that one. The pitch. Foul back off the catcher.
Now down to your last strike here in the 8th inning. Runner on third.
I can tell you if it does start raining, you and me going to sit here in the press box till it stops.
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
Ryan said we'd bring our cars. No, I don't think I have them with me, Rob. We can start doing that, though. Bobby Bowser steps out, now he steps back in. The pitch. Outside.
Ooh, just missed.
Well, the pitcher wanted that one called a strike. He came off the mound and looked at the
We see
umpire.
them called a strike in this game, Joe.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 men out, runner at third now. Is Theo Bryant. The pitch. Low got away. Let's see if Theo can score. Yes, sir. Cuts it to 1. 6-5. Bounced away and bounced towards the first base, away from the catcher to allow Theo to come in standing up.
That's
on
the
the wild
second run of
pitch.
the ball game. It's scored for the Gol'Diggers on wild pitches. As Joe said, 6-5, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, Bobby needs to hit another one. Foul back to the screen.
Man, again, go back to how close that was with Sam Gilliam.
Mm-hmm. I'd say another 2 feet. 2 feet, and it would have hit at the top of the fence or went out either way right there, I think.
So Bozer looking to repeat.
6-5 now as Gainesville's cut it to 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Outside. Full count now.
I just don't think Russell is going to ring him up on a third called strike here in this inning.
Depending on how close it is, if he takes it. If it's something Bobby's guessing, and he don't guess right, he could. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul. Down the third base side.
Get it in the air, Bobby. That ball's going to carry.
3 balls. 2 strikes. 2 men out. 6-5. Bucks lead it. Bottom of the 8th inning. Lightning flashes all around with thunder in the rolling in the background.
You say the natural.
Winds blowing in or blowing towards the left. Walked him. So he'll run down.
That puts a Tiger on first base. The potential winning run comes to the plate.
Clay Alberson.
Hey.
1 for 2 with a walk. Scored a run.
Look here, the North Greenville Crusader can be a hero here. You're 3 outs away from victory.
Yep.
How about that?
Yes, he could.
Now batting for Gainesville, number 5.
Bring 3 new baseballs out to home plate umpire Russ Nelson. Number 5, Clay Alberson, our third baseman.
Or do you send Bozer
Stands
here?
in. Bozer on the season. Let me look here. Bozer is, I think I might. He's 15 out of 16 on the season, Michael. Time was called. Don't know if that was.
Rain's coming, Joe.
Yep. You mean to bring your mic in?
Yeah.
Do it, brother.
So you're not going to hear any more crowd noise here. Everybody heading to their cars. Make sure you get the 97.5 and tune into the ball game, and as long as let us play.
That pitch was low and inside, 1-0 to Alberson. Alberson stands in. Pitcher comes set. McNamee with the pitch. Call strike outside corner. 1-1.
You got the tying runs on first base, Bobby Bozer.
1 ball, 1 strike. A 2-out pitch. Swung on and missed. Left-hander was trying to hit one out there in the pond. Casper Cove, and just swung over the top of it.
Trying to win it right here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got to be smart.
2 men out. Runner on first is Bozer. The pitch. Strike 3 called outside.
Called it.
For the 3rd out of the inning.
Wow, but Gainesville scores 1 run. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. It is Brookhaven 6, Gainesville 5 as you're tuned to Sun Belt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM. With the rain starting to fall and the Gol'Diggers trailing by a run.
Bryce Malier, who looks like number 16 out there on the mound. Bryce Malier only pitched in an inning with a strikeout this season. He's going to try and shut the door right here for him.
For Gainesville, number 16,
I understand it is raining heavily at our studios on Cleveland Highway.
Well, if it's going to rain heavily anyway, it's going to be on Cleveland Highway, Mike.
Yes, it is.
You and I grew up over that area. We know that, right? The temperature has gone down 20 degrees to 74, according to my statistics sheet right now. They're going to call it right there and bring them off the field here going into the top of the 9th inning, Mike. I don't know how long we wait.
And that may be. We'll wait 30 minutes, Joe.
Okay.
So that could be the game. We'll see what Russ Nelson calls. Again, they can suspend it and play tomorrow night.
Yep, they're going to go out and rake the mound real quick, cover it up. See if they can come back tonight. That lightning strike is about 2.2 miles.
Russ is going to come up here, I'm sure, in the press box. We can ask him that question during this rain delay. But right now, we're in a rain delay with a lightning delay. It'll be a 30-minute delay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it back to the station for a moment. Come back. Let's take a timeout, Nathan, our producer. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Be back to tell you what's going on here. Top of the 9th inning. It is Brookhaven 6 and Gainesville 5. We're back after this timeout. You're tuned to Sun Belt League Baseball on 97.5 Glory FM.
They made it 1-0. Then they got a 2 strikeouts by the number 9 and 10 hitter to start the 3rd inning, and then Poist got a single, then a pass ball got to 2nd, then a walk. He had runners at 1st and 2nd, then a double scored Poist, and then Carlson came up and hit a home run, a 3-run home run to put them up 5-0 at that point. Then they got their 6th run in the 6th inning when Jack Herring got on base, hit by a pitch, went to 2nd on a fielder's choice. Then he had a strikeout to give him 2 outs. Then he had a single. He held it 3rd by Pendleton, and then Cole Turner got a single to bring him home to make it 6-1 or 6-2 at that point. Gainesville got two of their runs back in the third. They started off with a double by Alberson. He went to third on an error. Then Andrew Shepard got a single to drive him in. Then Shepard got to second, then Trip Moore struck out. Jackson Mayo got a double, but in that double, Bryce Roddy got caught in a rundown as he came a little too far around third and got caught off and was put out 5-2-6 for the second out. Then C.J. Blackwell got a double to score Mayo for the second run of that inning to make it, at that time, it was 5-2. They would get that other one to make it 6-2. Gainesville scored 2 in the seventh inning. A home run, leadoff home run, or one-out home run by Bobby Bozer over the scoreboard in left field, and then a walk to Alberson, then Roddy, then a base hit by Trip Moore to score score Alberson to make it 6-4. And then in this inning here in the eighth inning, bottom of the eighth inning, we had an E6 to put Theo on first. Then we had a wild pitch to send him to second. Then he went to third on a stolen base. No, on a tag up, a fly ball to 7. Sam Gilliam, a deep fly ball, missed home run by maybe 2 feet. He put a hammer into it and almost got it to go out to tie it up, but hit it to the base of the fence, and Theo was able to tag up and get over to third, and then
Scored on the wild pitch.
Scored on the wild pitch while Bobby Bozer was at bat, and Bobby walked, and then Clay Alberson struck out to end the inning. So it is 6-5 is where we are as the rain still comes down, and a sheet of light rain now is over the field as it still keeps coming in, the wind blowing it, and the dirt part of the infield, what's not covered, is covered in water now, Michael.
Usually, in what we've seen in the past in the Sun Belt League, knowing you'd play tomorrow night, they'd go ahead and suspend this game. But right now, it looks like they're going to wait it out, Joe, for some reason here.
Well, maybe they're thinking it's going to pass on over. I don't know. It's, we've got to.
Well, I mean, with the lightning delay, we're looking at 30 minutes. It'd be just after 10 o'clock, but also with this rain now, that's a different story.
And the thing about the rain is my last showing was 5 minutes ago when it was hammering us pretty good. With the future rain, it takes us up, if I can get my thing to work here, takes us up to 10:30 and it's still raining.
Well,
so
the point is it too is that if we have another lightning strike here, well, then they'll limit. You reset the clock at 30 minutes again.
Exactly, which was always very frustrating from the recreation standpoint, because you knew, okay, I've got 30 minutes, and if it comes another lightning strike at the 25-minute mark, boom, you got to reset the clock and start over. And I sit there. We had a tournament a couple of years ago where we actually waited an hour and a half before we were able to restart a game.
Right.
And I just basically told everybody, I got on my PA and said, hey, go to your cars. I'll call you because we're still going to try and play. It looks like it's moving out. And we had more lightning than we did rain, so the field was in really good shape. But we just had to stop because the lightning was right on top of us.
Exactly, for safety reasons.
Yep. But the field's in getting rougher by the minute out here as you look at it. I mean, and all fields are going to get hammered when you have a rainstorm come in like this.
Really, you have not seen many taillights leave here either, have you?
I saw one or two leave, but right before when the lightning got closer, and that was about it. Yep. Might be a lot of people just got to their cars and just kind of hanging out.
I hope you're tuned into our broadcast there in your cars here at Ivy Watson Field, as 97.5 is the place to go to on your car radios as we bring you Gainesville Gol'Diggers baseball. Again, we're back with you on Wednesday of next week as they take on the Atlanta Crackers.
I think they're fixing to make an announcement right here in a second, Mike, as team owner Richie Casper's come up here. Ryan up here with Ryan.
Yeah, I just don't see them continuing. I really don't, knowing our history of what we've seen in the Sun Belt League. But again, the Gol'Diggers play at Brookhaven down at Oglethorpe University tomorrow night at 7:05, and we'll see if they can suspend this game and play the rest of the ball game before the start of the regular scheduled game tomorrow night. Then the Gol'Diggers will be at Kennesaw State coming up on Monday at 7:05 as they take on the Atlanta Crackers back here at Ivy Watson Field on Wednesday for our next broadcast of Gol'Diggers baseball. Then they're the odd team out again next weekend, Joe. They won't play again until, they're going to call it right there.
Yep.
So we will get Nathan to get everything ready to wrap up our broadcast here So the question is, Ryan, is that a suspended game or did Brookhaven win?
All right, they're checking for us right now. Hopefully they'll let us know
Yeah, that's
here
what
before
we're
we
trying to
go off
find
the air.
out before we go off the air here.
Where we are right now, Gainesville has 5 runs on 1, 4, 7, 8, 9 hits and no errors at the current time. Looks like about 9 men left on base. And here in the through 8, you've got 6 runs on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, a couple of errors, and 5 men left on base for Brookhaven at the time.
All right, so the game is over, but the question is it a victory for Brookhaven or is it a suspended game here at the top of the 9th inning going into tomorrow night?
What they're saying, it's over right there, so it is a victory for Brookhaven.
Okay.
And then they will play tomorrow night.
So a rain-out victory for Brookhaven in 8 innings, and it came that close, Joe.
Yep.
How many times in the last 3 innings, 6th, 7th, and 8th inning for the Gol'Diggers?
Well, I mean, they just get under a pitch. We had 2 foul balls that were, one was probably 4 feet to the left of the foul pole down there. One time off Jackson Mayo, Sam Gillian missed a home run by 2 feet probably, hit it right there to the fence a while ago, and that would have both times either tied it up or put us ahead. So we're, matter of inches that you say, and that's exactly what it is tonight.
And so the final score in this game, rain shortened this evening, the Brookhaven Bucks 6 and the Gainesville Gol'Diggers 5. The Bucks improved to 99 on the season, and the Gol'Diggers, they dropped to 15-5, still the best record in the Sun Belt League. A 2-game losing streak for the Gol'Diggers. A tough one this evening as Halton Hardy takes the loss, the starting pitcher for Gainesville. Again, they'll play tomorrow night, weather permitting, at Oglethorpe University with a game time at 7:05. Then they're back in action Monday at Kennesaw State against the Atlanta Crackers. And we're back with you coming up next Wednesday. Joe and I will be with you starting at 6:15 with our pregame show. First pitch will be coming up at 6:35 as it'll be the Atlanta Crackers taking on the Gainesville